Hey, and we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. It's Rockin Robbie Live. Conversation with Dylan from Dylan's Comics. Dylan, you son of a bitch, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Just glad to be here. Glad to be hanging out with my brother. How are you?
I am doing great. You staying safe, secure?
Yep. That's all we can do, man. That's all we can do. Stay safe in our nooks and just read some old comic books that maybe we were behind on. Never be too caught up on your reading, so it's a good time to catch up on those books that you've been meaning to read these last couple of years. Now's the time. Now's the time.
What are you reading right now?
Right now, I'm actually reading These Savage Shores, and then I'll probably in between. I'm reading like These Savage Shores, Gideon Falls, Volume 2. I just finished Volume 1 a couple days ago. Before I read Once in Future, so I read Gideon Falls, Volume 1, then Once in Future, which oh my god, that was amazing,
dude. You're reading some of the best comic books of the last couple years, all at once. You're so privileged.
You know me, you got me into this indie stuff, man. So I'm going full force with it, man. And that's one I'm actually a big King Arthur fan. So that's one I actually cannot believe I did not get into like off the rip. I guess just because my shop didn't order it, so I kind of was like, dang, yeah, they didn't even have extras of it, man. It was weird, but I could not miss out on it. I put it on my poll so I could get issue 7. So I was like, should I just wait for the trade for volume 2? And I was like, I can't even do it, man. This is just too good.
It's gonna be a longer wait now, isn't it?
Yeah, I wish I could have got it too, man. Because my shop got the books. Because I actually spoke with him. He got the books, but he had to go check on his parents. So he was like, I picked. I got the package from UPS or USPS, and he's like, I went to go check on them right away. I wasn't really thinking about comics after that. I was like, no, man, I get it, man. When it comes to family stuff, man, the comic books kind of go to the side for a moment.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's my number 7 right there.
Hell yeah. I love those like all black background covers.
That's the variant.
That one per store is amazing too, but that is such a beautiful cover. That's the first one, right?
Yeah. I don't usually double dip and get the cover A and the variant, but I've been getting all the cover A's.
Yeah.
But then that variant, I was like, man, I gotta get that. That looks really good.
Dude, I'm the same way because if I got all the cover A's, I'm like, I gotta get them both. I gotta double dip then if the cover's that good,
Yeah. So what are you thinking of Gideon Falls?
I'm loving it, man. I wanted to kind of take a little pause because I do have volume 3, but I loved it so much, and I'm kind of trying to take my time because a trade you can kind of just binge it like a Netflix series, and then you're like, oh, I'm done. Even though I did add it to my poll, so whenever the next arc comes out, I'll be picking it up. But I know there's a little bit of time in between that, so I was kind of pacing myself. Yeah. So I wanted to read These Savage Shores in the meantime, and I got a couple other ones too. I know A Walk Through Hell, I believe, is one.
That's a good one.
My buddy sent me that one, so I wanted to check that out. And plus, I got those other 2. Black Speck, I want to read. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some things I want to read in the meantime. But yeah, Gideon Falls 2 is. I'm probably gonna be going back and forth since I'm done with Once in Future. That I read in like 2 hours, probably. That's easy. Honestly, less. But
Gideon Falls is a fast read too, but there's a lot going on, and it keeps changing every single story.
Yeah,
which is really cool. And, Black Speck's actually going to be in a trade paperback now. We got the trades in from the printer.
Yeah,
and so Black Speck's going to be a trade. So I'm so happy to have a book that's in trade paperback, a graphic novel. It's super cool.
That is super cool.
And we went with the cover 1. For the cover of the trade, because I think that's the strongest one.
Let me see. I got them right here. I gotta look because my shop ran out of backs, so I got to bag and board them. So I've been trying to keep them like I didn't want them to get messed up or anything. But we're here. Yeah, there them puppies are. Artwork is really cool in this too.
Yeah, that's Claudio Munoz. He lives in Chile.
Yeah. And really? He lives in Chile?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've never met him face to face, so.
Wow.
But he's a really cool cat. He Lance does a book with him that's kind of ongoing right now. It's been on a break, but it's available on Comixology as well, and there are hard copies that you can get from his site. But it's called Imadre, and it's really good because in Black Spec, we wanted it to look very clean and simple and science fiction and sleek and futuristic and obviously Egyptian. We wanted it to look a little bit like an animated movie, right?
Yep.
And Imadre, his style is completely different. It's very rough, it's gritty, it's edgy. And Lance is coloring that one with some darker colors. They're not quite as vibrant, but there's still like some really great coloring that he's doing in there.
Yeah.
So, and Lance is the writer, the colorist, and the letterer. So, but Imadre is a really good one too.
Yeah.
What they're doing.
Yeah, I saw that though, that he does the writing, colors, and letters. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like the Lenny Kravitz of comic books, man.
Right. I was gonna say he's like except for he doesn't do the art, but damn near close, man, to doing almost all of it. The guy who does the grand designs.
Yeah, Ed Pisker or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say Brett. No, I have not read Sync yet, man. That's one I'm trying to get. I've been debating on if I should have Robbie order me the trades, but I wanted to try to get it in singles because it's like an Ice Cream Man scenario. I feel like that's just even like that's because that's Comics Tribe, I think, put that out. So I'm like,
yeah, that's a low print run.
Exactly. I was like, this is a cool one to just maybe get in.
It's a low print run, and I think that maybe somebody, maybe it was Alex, but somebody I think went on a couple YouTube channels or a couple spec channels or something like that, and people started like specking on it because it was something cool and neat, and definitely something that's just aching for a studio to buy it up, right?
Seriously.
And if that happens, say they make a Sync TV show on Shudder or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Which they could.
Oh.
Those books are already so hard to find.
Yeah.
They're just going to go right up. At my shop, we never even got Sync until we had a couple people sign up for it around like issue 5 or 6, you know?
Really?
And there's only like 8 issues, right? Or is there 10? I think it's 10.
I think there's 10 now. Yeah, I think there's 2 volumes, 5 issues each.
But Comics Tribe, they release some cool stuff. It's an interesting thing. Comics Tribe is a thing where people go and I think they sign up for it and they have to pay if they want the full experience, but this is for creators, right?
Yeah.
So they'll go there and they'll like be part of workshops and they'll have people help them develop projects. And then they'll even find a way to get it distributed at times. Rich Duick kind of got his start there. They went through Comics Tribe and did a book called Wailing Blade that is so good.
I've heard of that one.
So good. And then he did Gutter Magic, and Gutter Magic just got re-released by Source Point, and he's got a new series coming out from that. And then he got the IDW gig, and he did Road of Bones, and now they got Sea of Sorrows coming. And I know Justin was all up in your stream chat yesterday.
Yeah.
The letterer, so that's super sweet.
Does he lettered Road of Bones? I don't know if he said he's lettering Sea of Sorrows, but that would be awesome. He is?
Yeah, same team. Rich, Alex, and Justin. So that's super cool.
Yeah. I actually I was gonna say too, speaking with John, I just ordered these off of eBay like a week ago. About maybe a week or two. I have not read them yet, but I added it to my poll. And man, with Hotel and Sync, I was like, gotta get. I might as well get these. Like $10 I paid for them. So
you flipped through and looked at the artwork yet?
Yes, it's cool as hell, man. Okay. It's so cool.
Yeah, if you like the artwork, you're gonna love that book. That book is twisted and wild, and still 3 issues in out of 5, I think. Have no idea how this is gonna wind up. John actually gave me my first pull quote ever. Man.
Really? Just like the first page of
Mountainhead.
issue 1 is just like, oh man, it's just you could tell it's gonna be real cool.
Yeah, they pulled a quote from me for the marketing for issue 1 of Mountainhead, and I thought that was super cool. I got to read it like 3 months or something before it came out.
Whew, man, that is awesome.
But John's been a really cool guy, so
I'm gonna have to reach out to him one of these days, man, because he the work he's doing, man, like he's one of these writers at this point where I'm gonna pick up anything he puts his name on, because he seems like he's into that horror genre like we are, and he seems to really understand it, and he he's putting out good content, and in a way I feel like not too many. You don't hear about him as much as you should.
Yeah.
It took me a while to hear about him, and Sync was the one that really opened him up to me, because I just kept hearing about how good that was, and I was, I've heard about that for a few months now. I just have not been able to find a good deal on the series.
Yeah.
So,
He's definitely part of the new class. So there's some creators that I think are about to be in the next 5 years blowing up to some to big name projects and stuff. And Rich Duick's one, Alex Packnadell, Ram V, Dan Waters is already starting to blow up a little bit. Ryan O'Sullivan, I should say. Those ones, Justin Richards is going to be one of those guys too.
Oh man, I would not doubt. I don't doubt it at all. He's killing it.
Yeah, for real. So good stuff. So I'm really excited.
Justin Richards, I believe, has a horror book too in mind that he's gonna try to get made. I don't know if it's gonna be on Vault or whatever, but I know he said he's gonna try to get some books made, and he has a horror idea in the works. Cool.
And Michael Morisi is about to blow up, probably pretty big.
Yeah, oh my God. That is the next trade I probably will be trying to purchase is the plot. Because I have two PDFs of issue 1 and 2. Michael would send me the other ones as well. I just am so bad with reading PDFs, man, because I just love physical. In a way, because once I read a PDF, I'm like, man, I'm just not gonna read. I'm not gonna read it physical. And there was a few books I read PDF, and then when the issue came in, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, man, this art just looks so much better in hand. I don't know what it was. Savage Bastards was the main one that did it, but that one, if you notice the way that the artist does that, it's not like computerized coloring. He like hand paints everything. So that's what kind of really opened me up, and I was like, man, I like my physical, I will do it though. I still will read like a PDF, but I don't like to read a whole series in PDF form.
Yeah.
Unless, like, say for that Chip Zdarsky book, because that's the only way I would obviously I'd read it that way because there's no other way. Yeah. But if I have the choice, I'd rather try to get get it in trade, because that's one I'm really excited for.
Yeah, and at least the stuff like on Comixology, like that Chip Zdarsky book, Afterlift. At least with the app, you got your tablet. I read it on a little tiny Kindle, but it still works, and I just flip right through it. But when you get these PDFs, from these companies, usually you wind up in a Dropbox, and they're all just laid out there, and you have to scroll down, so you lose the idea of turning the page.
Yeah.
Which really sucks.
Like zoom in and everything, because sometimes like the wording looks just a little too small. I gotta try it on like an iPad or something, on like a little tablet, and see if that makes it any better. But that's one thing that I do notice with like Marvel Unlimited and Comixology. I believe you can actually swipe at least.
Yeah,
with
you can
swipe and stuff. It's scrolling, and
if you zoom in, you lose like no quality on it, and that's really cool.
Yeah,
because I've gotten some PDFs where if you zoom in on them, like you just can't even read it.
Yeah, the Hoopla, because what I'll do that makes it easier with the PDFs is like you can kind of go from panel to panel. Like, have you ever noticed that where
now I'm not like, I've seen I've seen the panel to panel stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the DC Universe app does that.
Yeah, that's how
you can actually even do it on your phone. I mean, on your TV.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But I don't like panel by panel, because that the whole composition of the page, that's a part of the book. That's part of the experience, right?
Yeah.
So I don't really like it that way, but it's neat,
I'll just do that to read it, honestly. But because I'll like look at the full panel, and then I'll
zoom in. I like that a little bit better. I think that's cool, because that kind of is what you do naturally with your eye, is you look at the whole page and then you kind of zone in.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of neat. I've heard a lot of people mention Hoopla, right?
Yeah.
I'm uninformed. What's Hoopla? Explain it to me.
Dude, it's something you should definitely check out. It's a free app. All you got to do is like link your public library card to it, and you get access to like a bunch of free comic books, completely free. All you gotta do, and it's not like, you know what I'm saying, like if you do have a library,
like going to a library. It's a digital library.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly what it is. just through an app on your phone. And like, dude, that's how I read Red Mother. You know, like they have new books too. Sometimes
that's really cool.
Like Folklords, they only have issues 1 to 2, so that's why I haven't read the rest. But sometimes they get full series. That's how I read God Country. You know, they have a lot of stuff on there, and it's actually really surprising. They have a lot of old stuff too. They don't have literally everything, but they have a dang good portion of books that you would really be surprised of. And for free, you really can't beat it, because you can just sign. Like, say if you didn't have a library card, you can sign up for it right now, and in 10 minutes, you'll have the Hoopla app and get all that stuff for free.
Even without a library card?
Without it, I don't think you can use it.
See, I don't have a library card.
I didn't either. Just sign up for one. You can sign up.
I'm kind of nervous about that, because when I was like 15 or 16 years old, I rented VHS copies of all those monster movies, right? The Dracula and the Frankensteins and all that, right?
Yep.
And this is not my fault, so I won't say it's my fault. I'm just going to say that I left it to my stepdad to take them to the library, because I wasn't, I didn't have a car.
Right.
And they wound up sitting in the truck for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
And I accrued a lot of late fees as a teenager.
Yeah.
And I've gone back to the library, but I've never checked anything out since then. And I just kind of have avoided it.
Yeah.
But we do business with the library. We provide books for them. We basically sell them to them at cost, tax-free, obviously, because it's a public library. So the Huntsville Public Library, which you can't get into right now, but anybody that's local, they have an absolute fantastic comic book collection of indies, manga, young, all ages, superhero stuff, all the major stuff. They have it.
Yeah. I've heard that public libraries are getting comic books and graphic novels, which I thought was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of opened me up. And I was going to try to do that. And I was like, well, it's just going to be hard for me to go to the library all the time. And I don't want to rack up late fees. So the Hoopla is the perfect way, because you'll never rack up late fees. And hey, man, if worse came to worse, just put in your wife's name. You know what I'm saying?
Just be like, hey, honey, we got to go to the library. I think there's got to be a limit. Like, I'm sure if I went there now, they wouldn't be like, that's the fear, right? You're going to go there and be like, it's Robin Billups. And they're like, you owe us. And like, maybe there's compiled and compounded with interest or something. And they're like, you owe us $60,000.
I'll just tell you, you're screwed, Robbie. You owe us so much money. I'm sure at some point from the 90s to today, they probably upgraded their system, lost all that shit. Upgraded to computers finally. Who knows, man?
Yeah, they had
no more paperwork. It's just all through computers.
What's really crazy is I used to love the library. It was one of my favorite places to go. I love reading. If that's not obvious, I love reading. Right. And not just comic books, but other things. And here lately, obviously, comic books take up the majority of my reading. And that's not just here. That's pretty much my whole life. But I read a lot of stuff. And I used to love going to the library and the smell of it and everything. And I've had to go there a few times for different events or whatever over the last few years. And it's just a pleasant place to go, especially in the fall. The library in the fall is very nice. I used to go there to use the internet because I didn't have a computer back then. See, I was a teenager in the 90s, though. So, the 90s. I miss those, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Comics were on time. Well, not if they were Image.
They were super late.
Yeah, those Image comics were late. I've been thinking a lot about Image. I've been thinking a lot about early 90s Image because I've been reading Spawn.
Yeah.
And enjoying the hell out of it.
Man.
Have you ever read Spawn?
I read Spawn now, but I've never read the earlier stuff, and I wish I have. I wish I had, because I love Spawn. When I was a kid, I absolutely loved the live action Spawn. I loved that shit, man. I loved it.
I just rewatched that.
I had it on VHS, man.
I did too. Uncut, unrated.
Yeah, I have it. Like, I have a free comic book day version of issue 1, I believe. But Yeah, man, I wish I had like the first 100 issues or something. One day I gotta try to get it in trade or something, because that is something I really want to check out. I've always loved Todd McFarlane, man. He was one of my first like introductions to comic books.
Yeah.
I would get his figures, his statues. Like I used to get the McFarlane basketball statues.
Oh, those are nice.
With the they would have like a stand, and it looked like the stand would be like, it looked like the basketball court, and then like a metal rod would you'd stick it into the basketball court / plastic basketball court.
Yes.
Square, and then they would be like in a like they look like a dunking position. Yeah, the Spawn animated series is awesome as well.
The Spawn animated series is amazing.
Yeah, that's a little bit darker, no doubt, than the movie, but I loved the movie when I was growing up.
See, I hated Spawn growing up. Well, I liked it at first, and then I fell out of it, and then I just kind of always hated Spawn.
Yeah.
But I liked the movie when it first came out. I've always liked that animated series. And so I've always just kind of shit on Spawn, and I've never read it except for like the first 10 issues or so.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when we redid this, we rewatched Spawn, the movie that you were talking about. And yeah. I had fun with it, you know? And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read Spawn, but the thing is, every time I've approached Spawn, I've approached it from a way of where I don't really like Todd McFarlane and I don't like Spawn.
Yeah.
Right? So then all you find and pick out is the worst stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this panel's bad. This story's stupid. This dialogue's clunky. But I decided I'm going to be a Spawn fan, because that's a great exercise to do, is to just change your mind about something randomly. Right. And just, it makes you more flexible to things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm going to be a Spawn fan. Yeah. Right. And I'm going to be a Spawn fan. And so I reread the first 23 issues, and I'm reading them as if I'm a fan. So all I really see and focus on is the badass parts of it, which there are a lot of badass parts of Spawn.
Yeah.
The costume's dope.
The Violator.
Okay, here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Just got these today. Because I'm on the Spawn kick.
Yeah.
Violator number 1.
Oh. Are those written by Todd?
Probably, but I don't know.
Man, the Violator just looks so cool.
So I got those.
They did him on point in the movie too. They did him on point. That was one of the best things about the movie, is the Violator.
Even better.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God. And you got the little comic Spawn toy comic book in the back. I forgot they did that. Actually, somebody gave me one of those, I think, but it's not the full issue.
It's just like half the issue or something.
Yeah. What a tease, Todd McFarlane. What a tease.
What a tease. They do have them in Spawn Origins trade paperbacks, you know, and I know that Jim has like 3 or 4 of the big omnibus ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I managed to find my issues, and I got some more issues. So I have the first 20 issues. I actually own them now. I've had the first one forever.
Yeah.
I have 2 copies of it, but they're from back in the 90s, because my stepdad loved Spawn, and I read the first like 10 or so.
Yeah.
The one with Cerebus really kind of threw me off, but I've been loving it. Yeah, Cerebus. You ever read Cerebus?
I've never read it, but I've heard about it. My buddy Kevin from
I've never read it either. I have the first trade, and I hear that my buddy Brian went and reread all of it recently, and apparently it really goes off the rails, because Dave Sims, the creator, himself goes off the rails a little bit, and he's kind of a controversial figure now, because he's got some crazy ideas, and he's got some ideas that not a lot of people agree with.
Yeah.
Some controversial ideas, I should say. But he was and still is one of the biggest proponents of doing your own work, owning your own work, and creator rights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that book went 300 issues, I think. And the artwork's amazing. I hear the first few big volumes, because he was doing trade paperbacks before everything else, right? Like anybody else was. He was releasing these giant things. And I've always intended to read it, but it's just such a big monumental task. And then knowing that it goes off the rails because he gets tied up in things like Islamophobia and some things that can be maybe taken as being misogynistic and things like that, you know?
Yeah.
But the work is supposed to be really good, especially like the first big chunk of it. But
I'm sure he's got a series out right now, a Cerebus series out now.
yeah, they still do them right now. So
yeah. Yep, Scarphead. That was I was actually just looking at that Spawn comic book you sent me.
yeah, we do have some people in here.
You still got the figures? Let me see. I got it right here too. I think it was funny too. He sent me Beavis and Butthead.
A Beavis and Butthead comic book?
Yeah.
Dude, I used to love that comic book.
I'll show it to you. I got it right here.
Eat That Horse says, libraries are how I read all my comics when I was a kid. Great place for older stories. Absolutely. When I was a kid, they had all of the epic collection of Akira. The ones that had the first several pages colored or whatever. They had all of those, and some jackass stole them from the fucking library, man.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's messed up. That's some fucking bullshit. Sam and Twitch, though. Do you ever read that? I've always heard about that. And wasn't is Jeremy Renner supposed to play Twitch or something, I think?
What, in the new movie or something?
Yeah, maybe Sam. Sam or Twitch, one of them.
I couldn't see him as Sam. But you couldn't just visually see John Leguizamo as the clown either, right?
Right.
But there was a Sam and Twitch. Yeah, I had scraping the jaws. They go to the dentist. Oh my God, I remember that issue so vividly. Look at that. Oh my God.
He gave me the first 3 issues. I think my buddy Two Guns sent me the 2 and 3, and then my buddy Scarphead sent me the first one.
I wish somebody would find some Kid and Play comics and send them to me.
They got those?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how many oh dude, I got those. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm really pumped for this new movie, but it's probably going to get pushed back now.
Oh man, I know. Shit sucks.
Did you see the new slate for the Marvel movies?
But I just saw the Black Widow one. They did the other ones too?
Yeah, they basically pushed everything back to the other date. So like November 6th was when Eternals was going to come out. So now it's Black Widow. And Shang-Chi was going to come out in February, on February 12th, but now it's Eternals. So they just shifted them all back.
Yep. Somebody like that. There's this one girl. I can't think of her name, but it's like this blonde girl who does a bunch of movie stuff, and she actually said she thought that they were going to push Black Widow up to that. It's like, come on, man. Like, why can't they just do it like a couple months? Why has it got to be so far?
Because they're not. I mean, we may not be able to have theaters open in a couple months.
True.
Right now, yeah. So Black Widow is November 6th. Eternals is February 12th, 2021.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi is May 7th of 2021.
So
Doctor Strange is November 5th, 2021. Then Thor Love and Thunder is February of 2022. And then May is Black Panther 2, and July is Captain Marvel 2.
Jesus.
They pushed back. Mulan's going to be in July now. And Quiet Place, I think, got pushed back to November or maybe early 2021. I have to look at it. A lot of these movies have gotten new dates set, and they're really far flung. But I mean, this is the year of the coronavirus. This isn't a thing that it's just going to be like a few weeks. I mean, it's already been a few weeks.
Yeah.
So it's been like a month pretty much here now. So we just got the shelter-in-place order in Alabama. So
I was about to say, the Ren and Stimpy, man, comics. Yeah, I want some of them puppies, man. Those are so cool, the Ren and Stimpy. But before I was going to say, because even if, say, they ended the lockdown like in 2 weeks, which I heard they're extending it till May or something. Did you hear that?
Which one?
The lockdown.
For what? What lockdown?
The lockdown that's going on right now.
Well, each state has their own thing going on right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the government, the federal government, is only doing
till May 1st.
Yeah, and that's the social distancing recommendation from the CDC. But they've also now said that everybody should wear masks if you go outside.
Yeah.
That's what it was, Comic Crazy. Ghostbusters got pushed to 2021.
Damn.
And I hate that. The fall TV schedule will probably be delayed because they're not able to film right now.
Yeah.
So
I saw the Flash was still filming though. They said.
I'm sure they've shut that down. They probably finished this season, but they definitely haven't started for next season.
You know what I really hope doesn't get pushed back is Halloween Kills. Because then we got to wait a whole year for next Halloween because you know they're not going to release it any other month besides October.
That's fine for me because I haven't watched the other one. So I need to watch that. I need to get caught up on some stuff.
All you got to do is take 2 hours out your day and you're caught up.
Dude, I wish I could take 2 hours out of my day. Come on, man. It's about to happen, though. It's about to happen again next week.
Exactly.
What's crazy is that since this all started, and I have been working less over the last week. Yeah. But I feel like I'm busier because I'm trying to get my comics organized. Yeah. But I'm doing these live streams. I'm trying to do something every day. I want to do some actual more videos. I just keep live streaming, but I want to do some actual videos.
Live streams be taking up some time, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, once you do it, it's fun. It's hanging out with the community. And right now, I do want to do some videos, but it's very important right now for me to see you, to talk to you and Bueller and Bob, and to see Jim and to see Chad and Matt, and to make sure and everybody in the chat. It's good for me. It helps me worry less when I see that everybody's doing this and we're doing it together, you know? Yeah. And I think those of us on YouTube, we provide, I don't know, a little bit of an escape sometimes from the trouble. So maybe we shouldn't talk about it too much. And I have noticed that the more you talk about the coronavirus, the less views I've gotten. Because I think YouTube is okay. So you know how YouTube's had the problem right now of people not getting notifications on live stream and them not popping back up when it's done for a long time. Yeah. It's because if they have anything in it that gets flagged as a controversial topic, or anything that could be misleading about this, it gets pulled. Right. And so they have to wait for a human to review it, and there are less people available to do that right now. And so that's what's going on. Hey, Rylan, thank you so much for the super chat. Thoughts about the Heavy Metal magazine? Dylan, you want to start that? Do you have any thoughts about Heavy Metal magazine? You ever read one?
It sounds super familiar.
It's from the UK, and it's been going on for a while. I think it's from the UK. Yeah. And they did a couple movies that were animated or something like that, but it's usually just really in your face, violent, crude, interesting, crazy, complex ideas, wild, wacky art.
I know I've heard of Heavy Metal for sure before. I know that logo. I can see it in my head, but
And there's the famous lady that's wearing almost nothing on the horse, the flying horse or something. Something like that. And then I remember the movie. My recollection, this is what my thoughts of Heavy Metal. When I was a kid, I used to like sneaking peeks at Heavy Metal for obvious reasons. But it's always, as an adult, I stay away from a lot of stuff that kind of has excessive, super excessive sex and violence and stuff like that, you know? Yeah. But so I've always kind of associated Heavy Metal with that. And usually the people back in the day, especially in the 90s, the people that were really, there you go. The people that were really into Heavy Metal were those weird, creepy guys that would invite you over to their house, and they had mullets and it was just weird, right? But
you want to watch Heavy Metal with me, dude?
But no, Heavy Metal actually starts and kicks off a lot of creators' careers and stuff. It's kind of almost like a 2000 AD in that manner. It does get a little sexual and violent or whatever, but it's not that stuff bothers me. But I just kind of had it a connotation as almost it became a dirty magazine. But I know that over the last several years, they've done a lot to try to clean that up. Not clean it up because it's all still there. But Kevin Eastman was an editor-in-chief for a while. Grant Morrison was the editor-in-chief. So I did pick up Heavy Metal when Grant Morrison kind of took over, but I was kind of disappointed there wasn't more Morrison stuff. But I just had to fall out of it basically because it's a big magazine with a lot of content in it, and it's cool and it's really neat and interesting stuff. But I don't know. It just kind of it's hard to stay caught up on Heavy Metal when you're trying to read all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But I think heavy metal is cool because it really gives there's no censorship there. It gives people, they're able to do what they want to do. It's mostly fantasy and sci-fi. And at least in the Grant Morrison issues, there was a lot of really cool sci-fi type stuff. And he even did that story where, I don't know, like Jesus was a Nazi or something. It was weird. It was weird. But isn't heavy metal where a tomahawk came from? I think it was either heavy metal or maybe it was 2000 AD, but it was one of those.
Maybe that's maybe. That's one I gotta read as well.
Don't be hating, Robbie. Beards in the 21st century are the new mullet. You're right. We're gonna all look back and be like, why did everybody have beards?
Let's right. The retards with their beards, man. We gotta bring the mullets back. The mullets were where it's at.
Mullets are coming back, man. Yeah, Kevin Eastman was an editor at one time. I think it was Eastman into Morrison, and I think Tim Seeley is involved in it now, but don't quote me on that. But I do remember the movie when I was a kid, too.
You been watching anything? Like any TV or anything? What movies lately?
Well, I watched Street Fighter the other night.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fun. Yeah. Last night I watched an episode of Hell's Kitchen season 10, my favorite season of Hell's Kitchen. I'm rewatching it, the uncensored version this time.
Yeah.
So that's one of my fun, guilty reality TV pleasures. I rewatched the Star Wars Clone Wars movie so that I could start watching the show because I've only seen the first 2 seasons and I want to kind of watch all of it.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it to kind of all air so I could just binge it because I haven't watched any of it actually. Then I was watching the TV show, but it's like 5 seasons. Even though they are half-hour episodes, it takes some time to get through all that. They're like 24-episode seasons, I think.
Hey, Jay Strick's here. That's my homie Jay Strick, part of the PCP crew. He does remind. I have been watching The Good Place, but we haven't watched an episode of The Good Place in probably like a week or two.
I just finished Ozark season 3. You ever watch Ozark?
No, I hear it's good though.
It is. I was late to it too. I just binged the first 2 seasons like a month ago, and my buddy Bloody Millionaire, he's like, "You're lucky, man." He's like, "I was watching that since the beginning," and he's like, "I had to wait like 2 years for season 3."
That's funny.
That's how I am, man. I don't like to. Oh yeah, Brett has said yes. Heavy metal, a tomahawk. Sometimes you ever do that, like where you're like, man, I'm gonna just wait and I'm gonna let all the episodes or come all the the first couple seasons come out and I'll just binge it. And
I just did that with Picard. I actually just I think Sunday and Monday I watched all of Picard.
Yeah.
And really, really liked it. So there's some things about the ending that I thought were kind of unnecessary, but overall I really liked it. I thought it was cool.
I gotta binge it. I think I've only seen the first episode because after I watched it, I tried to watch episode 2, but I was just kind of I think it was around Thanksgiving or something, and I was just wasn't getting into it, so I was like, I'll just watch it another time and I'll wait to binge it all. And then I saw
Scarpad in here, and I know he didn't like it, but I did like it.
He didn't like it. He
hated it. I think he hated it. Yeah.
He didn't like any of it.
Yeah, he keeps talking shit about it in the PCP Army and on my streams.
Because I watched his reviews for the first couple episodes, but I didn't. Because I didn't watch it, so I was like, I didn't know if he was doing spoiler reviews. So I was like, I don't want him to ruin it for me.
Yeah, right. I think he liked the first couple, but didn't like it as it kept going. Man, Jonathan, no, dude, I'm sorry. I'm going to stand on this mountain. I'm not watching Tiger King. I think I know everything I need to know about it already.
I tried not to, man, and I was just bored, and I was like, I threw it on, and once you start watching, you just can't stop.
I know. That's why I don't want to do it, man.
Yeah. It's so dumb, bro. It's unbelievable.
I think at this point, man, I know everything I need to know about Tiger King.
It's 7 hours you can't get back.
Exactly, right? But I'll be honest, man. I'm not one of those people that's like, I would never watch something like that. I would totally watch something like that. That's why I'm staying away from it.
Yeah.
It seems because I just there's a piece of me where I'm like, man, there's only so much, I could easily say, oh, I don't want to see this because it seems like it's a really sad situation. It's really messed up and it's not cool to exploit these people and their fucked up lives or whatever. But on the other hand, one of my favorite things I'm doing right now is rewatching. I mean, I've already seen every episode of Hell's Kitchen. I'm watching more. I love seeing Gordon Ramsay just lay into these people, man. Like, I love that shit.
You're such an asshole.
I know. I love it, man.
Man,
I wish I could get away with being like that at work. And sometimes I do.
Once you watch Tiger King, though, if you ever did, you'll see these dudes, man, they don't care, man. They want to exploit this shit. Well, at least the Tiger King guy does. Like the other guys, I wouldn't even doubt it either, because they're all just slime. Like everybody, maybe for the exception of like maybe one or two of the people in there, they're all slimy, man. They're all slimy in that.
I'll tell you this, dude. Everybody now in America thinks Carol Baskins fed her husband to a tiger.
Yeah, she probably did, man.
But what if she didn't? And now imagine all the shit she's gonna get in her life for this.
Something happened though, because this dude just fell off the face of the earth.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of people that do that, Dylan.
Yeah,
we can get into it, but I ain't got the shades on right now. But.
That's why I said something happened. You never know, though. I mean,
see, Robert says, I heard it was garbage. No offense, Robbie. I think he's talking about Picard. There's Scarpad.
Yeah, I was going to say Picard spits in the face of the 50-year legacy.
And then right below Bruce, Picard had the best first season of any Star Trek series. You know, I think one of the best first seasons of a Star Trek series. Let me think about this. It's rough because the first seasons are usually the weakest ones.
That's what I was going to say. You guys always tell me that. Because after episode 1 of Picard, remember you told me what to watch. So I started watching original Star Trek, and then I was watching some Next Generation, and then I was going to get into, oh my God, I can't. The one after, the ones where it was
DS9?
actually the first.
About DS9?
No.
Voyager? Enterprise?
The one before, after Next Generation.
Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine. Did you say that?
Yeah, DS9.
You said DS9. That's why it threw me off. I'm not at the lingo yet.
Yeah, it's TNG DS9.
Yeah.
I think Voyager had a good first season.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
My grandfather loves the original series, but I think he loves the Next Generation probably the best. That and Deep Space Nine. So I've been trying to get him to watch Picard. I was like, you always he like owned some of them, and I was like, I never really got into it, even though he liked it, and I was like, it's made me want to get into it. I was like, I think you'll like it, but I guess it started to fall down towards the end. You said you still liked it though, Picard. It had some things you didn't like, but you still
it does some wonky things towards the end, but overall I liked some of the new characters. They introduced this new character. He's a Romulan, but he's like he was like raised in this like sect of like nuns that like taught him martial arts, and like he's basically like Legolas, and he's really badass, man. Yeah. Really badass.
I love Lord of the Rings, man. Yeah, I'm with you, Jonathan. I'm a Star Wars guy myself, but I'm giving Star Trek a shot. I'm giving it a shot. My boy Robbie, me and him have a lot of similar interests and taste, I'd say, because I usually anything he says that he likes, we usually kind of agree at times. I would not 100% always, that's not going to be how it is always, but we have similar tastes, so I like to try to see his reasoning. And
Star Wars is wacky. Star Wars is cool, but Star Trek's better.
I know. I'm trying to
and David, I love you, man, but I think DS9 is one of the best ones, man.
You like the shows better than like the old school movies?
I mean, I have unpopular opinions as far as this goes. I absolutely adore the first Star Trek movie. I absolutely love that one.
I'm sorry.
Star Trek the motion picture is the first one.
Yeah, okay.
Most people hate it, but I love it. The one everybody loves is Wrath of Khan, and it's good. But I really like the first 4. I don't really like Final Frontier. I love Undiscovered Country. And with the TNG ones, I really like First Contact. First Contact's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are kind of weak. But I mean, I like them all, and I watch them all because I'm a big Star Trek guy.
Yeah.
But DS9 is, oh yeah, whatever, David. DS9 is one of the best. I don't think Voyager's the best. The way I would say, I would go, and everybody here, I saw some people were saying that the original series had the best first season. I would disagree. I think that the best segment of the original series is the last half of season 1 and the first half of season 2. But it really starts off kind of slow. I mean, some episodes are really bad for TOS, but that's the original series, Dylan.
Yeah, right.
But I still enjoy watching it. I really do. But I didn't really get into those characters until the movies. But I think that was probably my first introduction to Kirk, and then were the movies when I was a kid in the 80s.
George Lucas would have been smart to do a Star Wars like series back in the day. Like after the movies, he should have done like a series. That could have been cool to really explore the world of Star Wars, and just if he would have been kind of full front on that, I think that would have been smart. I never really thought about that. I know he did like the Clone Wars, but he could have got like, Mark Hamill.
He didn't really do the Clone Wars.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He just let it happen. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
That was kind of more the cowboy hat guy. Can't think of his name.
I have not seen that. I'll have to check it out now.
The mushroom guy.
Yeah, the Star Trek Discovery does this really crazy spore tardigrade type thing in season 1. I've only seen season 1 of Discovery, and I haven't even finished it, actually. I need to get back to that. I've only watched like the first 8 or 9, and I liked it there. I'm not as there are people that really get unnerved by things, or they don't like something that's different, or maybe they, some people just don't like Discovery. Discovery is weird. It feels like Star Trek, but it's like a different Star Trek almost in a way. I like the look. I like the look and feel of it.
I always thought, Pat, like when I would see it, I'd be like, man, Patrick Stewart looks weird as fuck, man. I'm like, he looks like a straight up alien or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the head,
he looks like one of the guys from Alien Nation, man.
His head shape. I don't know what it is. Like, he doesn't look like that as much nowadays. So it's weird. Like when I would just always see that, it's like, yo, did they give him like a little like head sculpting or something for that show? Because just the way his head looks, like it looks like, when they show like just the old like the crystal skull, where kind of like the head kind of like the skull kind of like tilts back a little bit and has like that egg shape to the side.
Yeah,
that's what his head looks like to me. I don't know.
Did you have you ever seen? So originally they thought that they were going to give Patrick Stewart a wig to wear for TNG. Did you ever see that picture?
No.
Check this out.
Oh my god, that would be absolutely goofy.
Do you see that?
Yeah, it's not as bad as I pictured.
It's very goofy looking though, isn't it?
It is. You could tell he's like, please don't make me wear this. And then look at the top. It's like that. It doesn't look as bad because it's the black and white. But go to that one, right? You see that one up top in the color? That looks terrible.
Also, it's because we know that he doesn't have hair.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's terrible. Is that for the actual show or the movie?
That was for the show.
Because what was that one? Is that Nemesis where he like gets like a evil clone of himself?
Yeah, it's Tom Hardy.
It's Tom Hardy?
Yeah, Tom Hardy is the villain. He's the evil Picard clone in Nemesis.
Wow.
It's Tom Hardy.
Holy crap.
Yep.
I did not know that. Tom Hardy must have been young as hell. You know what I actually loved growing up? Galaxy Quest.
The Galaxy Quest is fun.
Is that the right name? Tim Allen?
Tim Allen, Alan Rickman, Sigourney Weaver. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so fun when I was a kid. I remember my grandpa, like I wasn't big on the Star Trek, but my grandpa loved that. Trying to think. Oh, yo, dude, I'm almost to 500 though.
Oh, hell yeah. How far away are you?
Let me see. I don't know. 12 subs.
12. Everybody who has not subbed to Dylan's Comics, go do that. Let's get this cat to 500. Come on, PCP Army. Unite.
Did I say what was that? There was another one I was gonna say.
There's a link to his channel in the description below. Plus, he's a featured channel on the homepage here at YouTube.
Oh snap! Hey, do you ever read like White Widow? My buddy sent me like 3 issues of it.
No, but
I'm like, holy crap! This is a $9.99 issue.
I like the foil on the cover, man.
I think that must be why it was $9.99, because I'm like, how could it's not like a huge issue? I'm like, how is this $9.99?
Yeah, I think that's it. It's because it's like a foil variant or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. The trying to think, what was I gonna say? Well, I might not now. Bruce got me has me wanting to binge Picard now after we do this.
I like it, man.
Everyone go binge it. I really enjoyed that first episode. I really did. It blew me away how much I liked it. And I came right to you and I was like, man, I really want to go back and watch a bunch of the old stuff now. And I thought, and I did, and I still enjoyed it. I still want to go back and watch more stuff because
before you watch Picard, do me a favor.
Yeah.
And go and watch 2 episodes of TNG. It's the best of both worlds, part 1 and part 2. Watch those, then watch Picard again.
TNG.
Yeah, that's Next Generation.
Next Generation.
Yeah, Star Trek Next Generation. I think it's the season finale on 3 and the first episode of 4. It might be 3 to 4. It might be 4 to 5, but I think it's 3 to 4. I'm sure someone's going to let me know.
I'm about to put it in my thing right now because they have it on Amazon, which is really cool. They got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool Star Trek on Amazon. Because I ended up watching that episode, the time travel episode of the original Star Trek that you told me to watch.
City on the Edge of Forever?
Yeah.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, I did. I actually met the black woman. I didn't get her autograph or nothing, but I met her for a brief moment at the only Comic-Con. Well, it wasn't really a Comic-Con, Wizard Con. And I was like, oh, she was from Star Trek. But I thought it was good. I was like, man, it's crazy to see always forget his name. Captain Kirk in that show.
William Shatner.
Yeah, William Shatner, dude. The way he looks, man, he was pulling them baddies back in the day, man. You know it.
You saw his music video for Rocket Man, didn't you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you should, YouTube that one day.
Maybe I probably did it. Just I can't think of it.
It's really good.
I have to check that out. Rocket Man, like the song, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did you see that movie? I didn't watch it, but I heard it was pretty good.
No, I hear it's pretty good though.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest John Elton fan, so
dude, Bruce is right. After you watch Best of Both Worlds, watch the Hugh episode. It's in season 5, I think. What episode is that?
Let me see.
I think it's called I Borg.
I started with season 1 and I got to I watched the first couple episodes.
Yeah, there's an episode called I Borg. You definitely need to watch that one after you watch the Best of Both Worlds. Because he's a character that pops up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Best of Both Worlds, part 1. Best of Both, it goes from season 3 to season 4.
Iborg's the big one though.
What season is that one in?
I think it's in 5, but I'm not sure. Surely somebody here can let us know.
Oh, it looks like they do that. From when they end a season, they do a part 1 and then part 2.
Yeah, cliffhanger type thing.
Next, yeah. Yeah, that's cool though. I didn't know that. Oh, I thought Deep Space Nine. So they did have cliffhanger endings where the story would kind of continue on. Oh my God. Yeah, that's going to be the next comic book. My Little Pony and the Avengers.
They are doing a My Little Pony Transformers.
I know. Iborg is episode 23, season 5.
I only saw the first episode of Lock and Key, and I wasn't feeling it. I love that comic.
Really?
Yeah, I love the comic book though.
Oh man, episode 1 wasn't like it didn't pull you in as much as it should, but give it a little time. I think you might like it because I love the book. I still think the book is better. But the way that they do the show, it's not exactly like the book.
Yeah.
It definitely is still, they pay complete homage to the book, but they kind of switch things around. So it's not like, if you've read the book, it's not like, oh man, I see this is what's happening next. They kind of misplace things and they do it in different order. You know what I mean?
Just in the first episode, they found so many damn keys. I was just like, what? Why did they find so many damn keys in the first episode?
Yeah, I know.
Have you read the book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all of it. I read what did I know I read the first 2 volumes. I gotta read volume 3. So I wanted to read. I made sure I read at least the first volume before the series came out. I was like really adamant about that. Because I was like, I don't want to watch the show and then be like, oh, I'm never going to read the book now. So I wanted to make sure I read the book. So I'm going to end up, it got announced for season 2, I believe, just the other day. So I'm excited to, I'm going to have to read the rest. So that's actually, the series goes pretty dang long too.
Dylan Bruce says, also watch Star Trek Nemesis, and he's kind of right. So Best of Both Worlds, part 1 and 2, Borg, and then watch Star Trek Nemesis. And then you're set up perfectly for Picard.
Picard? Oh, yeah. Let me see.
Well, I got to drop a whiz real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Let me see. Wait, bloody, what'd you say? Next time I see you, I'll bring the... Why can't I see it? Damn, shit's all in my way. You'll bring the what? Hold on. For some reason, the chat is like blocked on my computer. Hold on. Next time I see you, I'll bring the other 4 free if you don't have them. What other 4? What other 4 are you talking about? The lock and key? Actually, now that I think about it, though, I only read the first volume because I was just looking at my phone. And I started volume 2, but I never finished it. Because they got that's what that Hoopla app, man, is awesome because they have like all the lock and key volumes on Hoopla. They have so much on there. What was it? Like that's how I read God Country, as I said before. Dude, I was like amazed by how much they had on there. Power Rangers, I was reading some of the Power Rangers on there. What else? All the stuff I got on my list. Like Southern Bastards. I Hate Fairyland. Little Bird. Little Bird's another one I know. Yeah, Lock and Key. Well, did you get those in the single issues, Bloody? Or did you buy those in trade? I forget. I know you said you bought the first trade. Or did you buy all the trades? Yeah, no, I only read the first volume, actually. I thought I read the second one. I must have only read the first issue. But yeah, you gotta check that Hoopla. If you haven't, you gotta check that Hoopla app out. Farmhand. But yeah, Little Bird, I heard is amazing. Yeah, man, I heard that Little Bird was absolutely amazing. My favorite Star Wars movie, Sam. Man, probably Return of the Jedi. I love Return of the Jedi. But let me think. What would be my order? Probably Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and Revenge of the Sith.
Why is everybody talking about Little Bird?
Oh, because I was talking about it. Because I was saying that I actually only read the first issue of volume 2, Lock and Key, and then I was just talking about the Hoopla app, and I was like, man, they got so much. Because I was looking at the list of books, and Little Bird was one of them.
Dude, that's really funny. When I was coming back into the studio,
yeah,
I grabbed my These Savage Shores so I could show you the foil one that I had.
Ooh, that is cool.
See that?
How did you get that? Like, is it like a special? Because trades they never do.
It was for local comic shop day last year.
Oh, nice.
So they only released a very small amount.
Yeah.
And then right next to it was my favorite book of last year.
Yeah.
And I was going to recommend this to you. And so it's really weird that I came up and people are talking about Little Bird.
Funny. That's what. See, I have it on digital, like the Hoopla app, but I hear the art is so amazing that I want to get it on trade or something. Is that a hardcover?
Yeah, it's only available in hardcover right now.
Yeah. That's weird. Sometimes they do that, but I think most of the time when they do only hardcover, it's for a reason because it's like that good,
Yes. This is, and it's oversized, and it's such a damn good book.
Is it, man? That was like Fee's, Jem's wife. Fee. That was like her read of the year.
Look at that.
Damn.
It was my read of the year too, man. I love the hell out of this book.
Is it something that's gonna go like to a volume 2, or is it just a one story type thing?
So Little Bird is just a one story type thing. However, they are working on a sequel.
Yeah.
Which is called Precious Metal.
Shit. I gotta read that.
Little Bird is its own story, but there is a sequel spin-off that's gonna kind of come out of it. And it's called Precious Metal.
That might be the next thing. It's either the plot or Little Bird. I'm gonna have to try to
both
look into buying. All my money, my mom's out of work, so all my money's going to groceries. Cause I'm the oldest of 7 and 9 people in the house. So my dad's money goes to bills. My money goes to groceries, which is cool.
Damn.
We got to eat, but luckily I've been getting a couple extra dollars. Hey, what's up, Glitter? Yeah, luckily I'm getting like an extra $2 for working, but
where do you work again?
Circle K. It's a 24-hour gas station.
Yeah, that's right.
Do they have Circle K's out by you?
What's that?
Do they have Circle K's out by you? I don't know.
They used to. I don't think we have any around here anymore, but they used to.
Yeah.
We used to have Circle K and Circle C.
Yeah, they're 24/7, and this hasn't changed anything. They still are 24/7.
Actually, I think our kangaroos turned to Circle K's. Now I think about it.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty big. I mean, they're getting pretty big. Damn Polar Pops and shit. People crazy. But yeah, it's not bad.
Dude, I forgot to grab a beer. I'll be right back.
Oh, no worries.
I'm the guy that just leaves his own stream in the middle of it.
Hey, I've done it too, man. Oh, you did? You got those 2 one-shots, bloody? Shit, did Little Bird come out in single issues, or was that just like a trade book? Did it come out straight out in like trade form? So I feel like I never heard about that in single issues. Like, what company even produced that? Was that an Image book? Yours is Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. That's definitely one of the great ones, no doubt. What'd you think of Mandalorian? I absolutely loved it. I'm so excited for season 2. Oh, yo, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Anyone who subbed the channel, that's in the chat, much appreciated. I really thank you.
I want Dylan to hit 500 today. So y'all go subscribe.
Hey, you're my dog. We'll get there. 491.
You're 9 now.
9 now.
So you mentioned it, so I had to bring it just to be like, yeah, dude, you need this book. Look at
Dude,
that.
I like it. The Vault trades look nice too. Like, they do a nice thick cover.
Yeah, they do. Their single issues are great too.
Yeah,
no comic book smells like a Vault comic. The best smell. But I also got this. I want to show you the variant for issue number 1.
Ooh. Ooh, that's
tribute to House of Secrets, first appearance of the Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I tried to order it and my shop didn't get it for me. That's why. And then they didn't get me issue 1. I'm like, you guys suck, man. Come on.
I've told you this a million times. You ever need anything, you let me know. As soon as we get back on schedule, obviously.
I know, man. You're the first one I'm hitting up next time I can't get something, man.
So I showed off my Violator stuff. You want to see some other cool toys that I got today?
Hell yeah.
Just got them.
Hell yeah.
So the other day I got a Superman and a Steel and a Superboy. They were from the 90s.
Yeah.
And so now I got this one, the black costume Superman, to go with it.
Oh, that's the Death of Superman one, isn't it, too?
Yep. With the mullet.
With the mullet. That's how I knew it.
I got the Justice League Unlimited Black Mana to go with my Aquaman that I have from that line.
Shit. That's from the animated series, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
There we go. And also from the animated line, Gray Ghost. Remember him from that Batman episode?
Yeah. Yup. The animated series, man. I love that. Dude, that is probably my favorite Batman. Like that Mask of Phantasm. I love that stuff, man. That's why I was so excited for that adventure. The adventure continues.
It was a good little first chapter, man. It's cool. Can I spoil something for you?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care about that.
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd's in it. Ooh, man, hell yeah! He's
never shown up. He's never shown up in that world.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wasn't in. I don't know. He wasn't even in Batman and Robin Adventures or whatever that one.
Nope.
Such a bummer. I have a cool Red Hood Funko Pop too that I don't know where I have it at, but that was one. He's got the Glocks and everything. I love it, man. So cool. Wish I knew where it was so I could show you. I can show you online though. But yo, so what are you thinking of the Batman? Speaking of like Batman stuff, what do you think about the Batman movie?
I'm excited for it.
Me too.
I think that Batmobile looks badass. The costume looked weird at first, but when you see it cinematically, like in that little teaser trailer and the images of him standing next to the Batmobile, I think it looks great.
Yeah.
I think Colin Farrell could really sink his teeth into the Penguin.
Yeah.
I'm excited. to see what's up.
You could tell it's going to be kind of like a mobster type Penguin too, I feel like. You know, it's not they're going to break the barrier and do something different that we haven't seen, you know, which is cool.
Well, in a movie, I mean, in the comic books, he's a mobster character.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. I think the Danny DeVito Penguin is the one that broke the mold. That one was really good.
Oh yeah, man. That's what they model the Penguin after now, I feel like.
You can't even do that anymore. Like nobody else can do that. It's just got to be Danny DeVito's thing.
Yeah, seriously. I was gonna say Hermino Reyes Jr. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I want to get Battle Cats. I like the Halloween Fest issues. There's issues like a Halloween Fest. There's more than one. I just know about the one.
So I got a super chat from Rylan. So thank you again, buddy. Thank you for the super chat.
Sean Bernandy, he's like, I'll sub Dylan if he answers one question. Indica or Sativa? I'll
answer it, buddy.
Indica.
Wow, I disagree. Sativa.
Yeah, it depends how I'm feeling, though. You know,
right.
If I got a long day, if I gotta go to work, it's gonna be Sativa. But if
when you get home from work,
it's Indica. Back and pass out, it's Indica.
Most of it is a blend nowadays, anyway.
Yeah, but most of the time, I usually I don't smoke for work and stuff, so I would usually just it's more to kick back and relax. So it would end up being just Indica. That's probably why.
So Rylan wants to know about Ultimate Fantastic Four, Ultimate Universe. Don't care if answer tonight. Well, I'll answer it. But love Ultimate FF other than the first couple of trades. Future subject. This is what I think about the Ultimate Universe. I love it. I think it's great. The start of the Ultimate Universe is amazing. All of Ultimate Spider-Man is great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Ultimate X-Men is good. When Mark Miller was doing it, outside of that, it gets a little weak. Bendis, Vaughn did some, Brian K. Vaughan, but they're okay.
Yeah.
They kind of start losing themselves. Ultimate Fantastic Four, I really like. The first arc's okay. I really like the second arc. I'm not quite cool with the way that they did Doctor Doom, but I like the way that Warren Ellis wrote that story, if that makes sense. And then I like his next story, which was The Negative Zone. Then Mark Millar came on. I love that run that introduced the Marvel Zombie universe. So I think that was good.
The Marvel Zombies. That I didn't know that's where the Marvel Zombies were introduced.
Yes, they were, because it was their version. It was the ultimate version of the Frightful Four, which I thought was really cool.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, read the Mark Millar run on Ultimate Fantastic Four. It's really good. I think he only did like 12 issues or something.
Hell yeah.
He introduced Ultimate Namor, but it was a good run. So I like it. But then when Mike Carey came in, it was good at first. Then it lost itself. The Ultimate Universe kind of fell apart. Ultimate Spider-Man stayed good throughout, but they really at a certain point just couldn't do the Ultimate Universe. The whole point of it was that comic books were kind of steeped in continuity. They weren't easily accessible or anything like that. They wanted something to be fresher. They wanted something, and they brought in all these new tricks, all these more like cinematic tricks. These books felt like they were a giant movie, and not just a comic book.
Right.
Well, once Joe Quesada became editor-in-chief and the whole line veered in that direction, there was almost not a reason for the Ultimate books anymore, and they kind of lacked direction for a while. The best of the best, though, as far as Ultimate books go, is the Ultimates. Volume 1, Volume 2. Mark Millar, Brian Hitch. Those two books, fantastic. Ultimates 3, trash. Mark Millar came back and he did Ultimate Avengers, and they're okay. They're decent. They're good. But they're not what Ultimates and Ultimates 2 are. Ultimates and Ultimates 2, that is exactly how, like, those movies are integral. Those books are integral to how they interpreted the Avengers for the screen, the big screen, including casting Samuel L. Jackson.
Do you have any hand sanitizer?
So, including casting Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, and that was super, super fun, super cool. And yeah, Ultimates is great. Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men for all the Mark Millar stuff. Ultimate Fantastic Four up until the first couple of Mike Carey stories, then it kind of falls apart for me. But overall, I like the Ultimate books.
Oh yeah, that's where they because I remember Samuel Jackson was like getting comic books and he was picking up the Ultimates or something, and he's like, "Man, this Nick Fury guy looks like me." And he calls up his manager and asks, like, "Did I give sign rights away or something?" And then he found out that they had plans for hiring him in the future because they were like, "Oh, we're working on trying to get something going on." That was really cool.
The cool thing about Miles is that the Miles stuff is great too, as far as the Ultimate books go. Ultimate Spider-Man never was not good, but the Peter stuff, especially like the first maybe like 6 or 8 trade paperbacks, are just so good. And even into Miles with Ultimate Spider-Man, you get something that's kind of rare. So they've kind of backtracked it a little bit, but you get the entire Spider-Man story from start to finish. Peter Parker's, he becomes Spider-Man and his death. And what Bendis was able to do with Ultimate Spider-Man at first was he got to extend out the death of Uncle Ben. So like that whole initial story was like 7 issues, right? And
really? I've never read it. I've just heard amazing things.
Dude, it's so good, dude. It's really good.
That's
so you actually get to know Uncle Ben. Right? What's that?
That's the one where they first introduced Miles Morales, like Ultimate Fallout.
No, I'm talking about the very beginning of Bendis's Ultimate Spider-Man run.
Okay. No, because I read it one day, so I just want to know.
You should. Now, what happens is you're actually able to learn who Uncle Ben is.
Yeah.
So when he dies, it has a big impact on you, not just an impact on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, good stuff.
So it was like one of the really, would you say that's your favorite Uncle Ben death?
Yes.
Wow. That's awesome.
I really like the one in the Sam Raimi film too. Cliff Robertson played such a good-natured, wholehearted Uncle Ben.
Yeah, he did like, and you really felt for her.
And it's really sad too, because all he does is like, Peter. And they just had that fight and
Peter, like an old man too. He really pulled that up too. where he was completely heartbroken when Peter kind of
look at that, Dylan.
Dogs him out.
You're 7 away now.
Oh shoot!
If anybody hasn't subbed to Dylan, let's do it. Let's see if we can get it.
494.
Let's see if we can get it done.
We'll get to 5
live stream. That'd be dope.
We'll get to 501.
I would love it if Dylan had the memory of hitting 500 subscribers here on the stream. That would be amazing.
Dude, that's good. That's a big one too. 500. It's funny. Professor Bill got me to like, I think he got me to like 300, and he's like, "Now I own your soul." I think he got me to 200 and 300. It was funny.
Nice.
But 500 is gonna be a big one, man. So that would be so cool, man. You know,
Ultimate Iron Man sucks, in my opinion. Unstoppable cock blocker.
Is that the one where he's like, he looks like a straight up like metal man, like he's got the gear? No, that's the new one with the gears. But is that, there's an old one too where they kind of did the gears? That's
Iron Man 2020.
Yeah,
so he was introduced back in like the 80s.
Yeah,
so that's why they're doing it now, is because it's finally 2020. Share Love T wants to know the scariest title on shelves right now, Dylan, and he says his vote is The Plunge, or they say.
Trying to think on the shelves right now.
I'm going Gideon Falls.
I was gonna say the same, honestly. Because we haven't gotten Sync though. Or not Sync, because I can't say because I haven't read it, but
Ice Cream Man.
We only have one issue of it, but yeah, I would say Hotel, Ice Cream Man. But Ice Cream Man isn't as scary to me in a way. It's kind of like it can be scary, but then sometimes it's more kind of like really grounded scary. You know what I mean?
Ice Cream Man is not really a horror book. It's got horror elements to it.
But yeah. The way the first issue, you were like, oh, this is going to be a horror book, but it kind of strays from that at times. You know what I'm saying? Like where it kind of has sci-fi. It's some issues are like a sci-fi. It's almost like the Twilight Zone meets Tales from the Crypt in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But completely its own thing. But
you were trying to show me that earlier.
I didn't realize
it was there. I didn't know that other people on StreamYard could share their screens. It's really neat.
Oh yeah. I forgot I pulled it up because we were talking about something, but Hotel.
I hate Red Hood, man, by the way. I hate it.
I'd recommend like Gideon Falls, Hotel Hell from AWA, and that's the one I would recommend because you can go pick that up, as soon as your shop,
that's another one right there too.
And the plot, yeah. Are we getting a volume 2 for that? I think we are.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. And that's how you know it's amazing, because Vault doesn't do a lot of volume 2s.
Strickland's right. Something is killing the children.
Oh, I knew, because I was trying to think. I was like, man, yep. There we go.
Red Mother's good, but Something is Killing the Children is.
Something is good, dude. That issue 6 was phenomenal. Phenomenal. It might be my favorite issue of them all.
What's up, Sam Fett? Everybody, like Sam says, let's get Dylan to 500 tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it in the next 20 minutes, y'all.
Sam is my brother, man. He always showing mad support.
Start another YouTube account if you need to. Let's get him there.
Man, I love Sam's profile picture. I love that Boba Fett. Boba Fett, I think, is probably, if not my favorite Star Wars character, top 3 easily.
Hey, what's up, Green Man? Hotel was actually really good.
But I'd probably say he's actually probably my favorite. That's why it's hard for me to say like what on the shelf. So I'll go like Something is Killing the Children and Gideon Falls, because those have like arcs at least. And Something is Killing the Children finally has one full arc now. We finally got one. But
I just reread it the other day.
Issue. You just reread the first 5 issues?
Yeah, first 6 actually. I reread 6 too. Wow. It's gonna be a minute till we get that.
I know.
Come Into Me is a good modern day body horror comic. That one is good.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, I haven't read all of it, but it started off really good.
The who puts that out?
I think it's Black Mask. I think, but I could be wrong.
Body horror.
What's that?
What's body horror mean?
Body horror is like when something's happening to someone. Body horror would be like Cronenberg films and stuff, like The Brood, you know, Rosemary's Baby could be kind of considered it, maybe just a little bit, but it's like when something like The Fly, right?
Mhm.
You know, you get what I'm saying now. So it's
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I just
Definitely.
I don't know. Is that's something that people say a lot? I just never heard anybody.
It's a genre people like, body horror.
The
Yeah.
thing is with horror, I've always kind of been alone when just with comic books. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I've everything I've grown up really loving. Besides like basketball and sports, I kind of always was alone with my likes on that stuff. So I never really, I didn't know about the slang really. You know what I mean?
So like werewolf films could be considered body horror, for instance.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
look at an American Werewolf in London, how painful it is for him to change.
Right.
But then that also veers into supernatural horror as well.
Yeah.
But Fly, Annihilation. I've never read Annihilation. Yeah, think The Thing. The Thing is body horror.
Yeah.
With all the weird, all that jazz.
Yeah. So I was
Strickland. Hold on a second, Dylan. I'm sorry. Strickland. I did read Billionaire Island, and it was amazing. I loved it.
Amazing. God, dude. I don't care what I'm talking about that. I'll remember what I was going to tell you.
Alien series is body horror because it impregnates you and it bursts out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
you love a lot of body horror.
Yeah.
Already.
I didn't even know it. Yeah, Billionaire Island was really good. And I feel like not a lot of people picked it up. Just like I feel like more people picked up Second Coming than they did Billionaire Island. I could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of people didn't get Second Coming either. And
my shop was shorted Billionaire Island at first, so I didn't get to plug it, but it would have been in my top 10 that week, and I feel bad now.
It was really good.
I'm like, I could at least sold 100 on that video alone, probably.
Oh man, no doubt. Oh, yo, funny thing, Sean Bernandy. I just watched the stuff last weekend. So good. So good. I love that movie. I
haven't seen that one.
You've never seen it? It's like The Blob. It's like The Blob, but it's more like The Blob was more like a man-made type thing made by scientists.
Yeah.
The stuff is more like Alien, you know, and then they start it is definitely way different, but the substance type thing where it's kind of like a liquid type substance trying to kill you.
Yeah.
I still like The Blob better.
Which Blob film is your favorite?
Oh, the one with Kevin Dillon.
So the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The original one is really good too. But
I like the Steve McQueen. I really like the original one. The new one had some more grotesque type stuff in it, so that was cool.
That's what it is for me. See, like I just can't believe how good they did that back in that day too. I'm like, how do they do this, man? Like it's so amazing how they did those special effects on that.
Mortal Hulk is totally body horror at times. Have you read Immortal Hulk yet, dude?
Not 33, but I saw a couple panels from it because my buddy was like showing it off. Holy shit.
Hey, what's up, Stephanie?
I was getting Thing vibes when like Zemu like does his little back splits.
Dude, he like sucks the dude in and whatever. Oh my god.
So you read 33? So what he does to Dario Agert? Oh
yeah.
God.
And then there's a moment in there where when he turns into Hulk, he literally rips out of Bruce Banner. He doesn't like change. He like literally rips out.
I saw that. I'm like, holy shit, I need this issue.
It's good stuff, man.
Oh man. So what I was gonna say though, when somebody brought up the Thing, I was gonna bring this up to you earlier because I don't know why. But did you hear about that they find like what the Thing, like the original story? Have you ever seen the original Thing? Like
the Thing from Another World?
Yeah. You ever watched that?
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. My grandfather and my father used to watch that growing up, and he's like, that one's really good. But speaking of the Thing, I can't think about who wrote it, but the writer of that short story, like how it's like a short story or something.
Yeah.
So I guess they found the real full story. Like somehow they found it recently. I don't know how, like, I don't know the full story, but have you heard about that at all? Like where they found the actual full story and it goes into more detail on, like I could pull up the video for you. Actually, this guy 3C Films, he actually talks about it, and they're supposed to be doing either a Thing movie or a Thing TV series. I think
you're talking about Who Goes There by John W. Campbell Jr.
Is that
his pen name is Don A. Stewart, apparently.
So they get more into like the alien life form and like the origin of the alien, and it's
Yeah, they're doing another one. As of 2019, a sequel to the novella is being written by John Gregory Betancourt.
Oh no, I wasn't even talking about a novel. I was talking about like I guess they are doing a novel though then, because they found.
Yeah, in 2018 it was found that Who Goes There was actually a shortened version of a larger novel.
Yeah.
And the expanded.
They're doing a movie for that.
Frozen Hell is what it's called.
Maybe they're doing the novel first and then
that's cool.
A movie's gonna come in time. So that movie's not gonna come for a couple of years, I'm sure. But this guy said that it was in the works. So wow. Man, that's cool. I really hope it's good, because the Thing prequel, because it's like a prequel sequel.
Yeah. Just called The Thing.
Yeah.
Because that's not confusing. I like that one.
I like it too, but the effects are so bad at times. They're so bad.
They need to do more practical. Look, Hermanio just got his wife to subscribe to you.
Oh, thank you, boss. That is really.
How many more do we need, Dylan? Where are we at? We at 395? 495, I mean?
I don't know how, but I'm at 490 now.
You dropped?
I think so. I don't know how, unless it's screwing with me. The
terrible.
Yeah, 3C Films Unstoppable Chucky Boy. Isn't that weird? It could be YouTube.
God damn, how did you? That sucks.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, how did we lose you? I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm sorry. No, people are like, screw you, Robbie.
I'm back where I was at anyways, 490. No, I was at 488. So I still gained.
They're like, there's something's up with this. You're gonna get those subscribers back, I guarantee you.
Yeah, man. It's probably something with YouTube. You know all this shit that they're pulling.
Thank you, Share Love T, by the way.
And maybe it could be just mine. Somebody else could confirm and say if they go to my channel and see if it still says.
I just went to it and it said 490. I was like, what? And I was just there and it said 494. What the hell happened?
Isn't that
How did we get negative subscribers for Dylan, y'all? I'm very disappointed in the PCP army right now.
Yo, be disappointed in YouTube. Oh my god, this is so funny. Hey, I still got 2 more though than when I started, so don't be disappointed.
God damn.
Like, you son
I was all geared up. I was like, we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. We can still do it. Surely not everybody. We got 32 people in here right now. Are y'all all subscribed to Dylan? Go subscribe to Dylan.
How does that happen though? Isn't that the fun? I've never seen that happen. That's what would happen to Perry.
You must have gotten like, they must have been like, oh, he just got a bunch all at once.
Yeah.
Let's see if something's going on, and it may take a minute to get those back, because I see my numbers go up and then they go down.
Yeah.
Were you on that stream where Bueller was talking? I think this was one with, I don't know, Bueller was talking about, have you ever looked at how many subscribers you've lost? I was like, no. He's like, it's a stat that you can find. I was like, I don't know if I want to know that. He's like, I've lost thousands.
Yeah. I remember he said that. I'm like, get out of here. That's what you see. Herminio said that it was 496 when his wife subscribed. Because it was 495. Then he said that.
They're all like, how did this punk ass kid get so many subscribers all of a sudden?
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna have to review that shit.
They're like, he's a son of a bitch. There's no way. You see, now I just got 1 more subscriber from just saw it, and now it's 491. Share Love T, subscribe.
Hell yeah, Share Love. Thank you so much. We'll get you there this weekend, man.
Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt, and I appreciate it, Robbie. Super kind of you, man. To use
you're robbed like the Saints.
Man, robbed like the Indians.
Oh man, I just don't even get it. How did that happen?
I know. It's so weird.
Somebody's watching at YouTube and they're like, "Oh, really?"
Usually it's like 1 sub, but I was like, "Damn, a whole 6 subs," because Herminio said that it was 6.
Let me see if I lost any.
496.
Maybe maybe 6 people were like, "Screw you and Dylan."
Yeah. Like, you damn asshole.
No, I've gained 1 since I started. Somehow I stole it from you, I guess.
Yeah.
Ah, man, we'll get there though.
Oh, no doubt, man. I ain't tripping. Strickland
hitting me in the heart. Rob like LeBron winning a chip this year.
Yep.
Championship.
There you go. Hit me with those Ohio terms.
I told
Hit my heartstrings.
Yeah, Strickland's part of the PCP crew, and he also works with me at my comic shop.
That's
And
what I mentioned earlier.
yeah, he's a good buddy of mine. And when this shit first started, the NBA shut down, I looked at him and was like, this is just them trying to find a way to screw LeBron and the Lakers out of a championship.
They're like, you gotta rest, motherfucker. We gotta hold you back.
Thank you, Absolute Venom 13. I appreciate that.
Yes, he does. Yes,
Dylan's not so bad himself, so you should subscribe to his channel. We're going to try to get him to 500, but we keep losing subscribers instead.
might go down to 400 by the end of the show.
No shit. Like, Robbie, please don't plug my channel anymore. Sean, you're exactly right. The Astros got saved.
492. That's so weird though. That's so weird though. They lost 6. That is weird. That must have been like YouTube. Like there's 6 people subbed in. They're like, nope, you can't sub to him. You just can't.
No, they're like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, absolute Venom. He's already subbed up. That's my boy, man. He's always on the channel. Nice. He's always in my live stream. He's awesome.
So last night we did our Street Fighter live stream.
Absolute.
I opened up my Mole Man action figure.
Oh yeah. Oh.
How cool is it? Watch this. What?
Oh. Yo, Mole Man is too cool.
Mole Man is cool. They haven't done many figures of him.
Yeah, I was about to say they have a cool Funko figure for him. I think Jem has it because he got that whole set.
Yeah, I'm about to get it. I got Thing. I just opened the Thing the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I got the Thing. I got
in the background. Yo, Sam Fett, you are too much. He's like, my wife is making her an account. I thought he said another account. Give him it. Yo, you're the best, Sam. The Stephanie Lynch, where are you streaming from? What do you? Oh, I was about to say, where am I? Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. I was about to say, I thought you meant like what platform am I streaming from? I read it wrong first. Yeah. Oh, out in Ohio. That's why I was messing with Jonathan when he was bringing up LeBron, because I have hard feelings about LeBron leaving.
Major love for Kylun. A random, just absurd, obscure X-Men character. I opened this figure up last night, but it's pretty badass.
Dude, I did. I know Herminio said was mentioned. He was like, "Oh, he messed up on the typing," but yeah, that Battle Cats Halloween Comic Fest is badass.
There's a Battle Cat right there, dude.
Hell yeah, that's why. That's why it made me think of it.
Yeah, right. No shit.
You ever get any books from them?
I got Stargazer.
I was about to say that's one you would love, man.
I've got it somewhere. I haven't read it yet, though.
You're gonna love it. It's sci-fi about aliens and stuff. It's real. It's acid like trippy. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm excited to read it. That's Cleveland. He was the. I think he was the writer on Show's End, which is another one of theirs. I really like.
Yeah, that seems to be a real popular one. I read it. I love it as well. It's not like my absolute favorite is the thing. I do really love it though. It's just I have some other ones that are my favorite. I
need to read Knights of the Golden Sun. I got the trade, but I haven't read it yet.
Yes, you really do.
And I'm on there. I have access to their little site that has all their digital stuff or whatever for reviewers. You know what I'm talking about? Did they give you that?
The what?
I got like a link that sends me to like all their stuff that they have, like digital copies, like to review and shit.
Oh no, I don't know. They send me digital copies, PDFs sometimes, but I don't have
somebody
like a link
from them.
For everything. They'll just send me a link for their like certain ones.
Some dude named Chris gave me a link to something, and they're like all their stuff was there.
Oh,
and then now recently some new guy just messaged me a few days ago.
Yeah.
What was his name? I want to say it's Zach, but I'm not sure.
I talked to this one guy named Frank.
Who did I talk to? Yeah, Frank. It's Frank.
Frank Silva?
Yeah, Frank Silva.
That's who, because Mark London, I usually talk to him, but he's like, he's like, if I ever he's like, I get so busy. He's like, and I feel bad that sometimes I email you back like a couple days later. So he's like, if you ever can't get a hold of me, he's like, talk to him.
Yeah, because Mark is like runs the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
CEO
pretty sure.
and chief creative officer, and writes a shit ton of their books.
Yeah, I've gotten messages like that from Adrian and Damian Wazzle where they're like, oh, we're so sorry that we're behind, because I get a lot of my vault stuff directly from Adrian.
Yeah.
Which is cool because he's their editor-in-chief, right?
Yeah.
And it's the brothers Wazzle that run that company.
I never heard back from Vault, I don't think. I heard back from Michael Moraci because he sent me a couple PDFs, but yeah.
He's a good dude. Michael's a good dude.
Busy, man. They're so busy.
I get all of the new Vault stuff from Adrian for the most part. But Michael sends me pretty much everything he does before it comes out.
Really?
Michael's just a super cool dude, man.
He is, dude. He's so cool. Super busy guy too, and he still makes the time to, reach out to people.
And all the white noise guys, I'm on their list, so they always hook me up. That's Ram V, and Ram V, Alex Packnadell, Dan Waters, and Ryan O'Sullivan. So, but Ram can't send me his the DC stuff. Obviously, they're a little stricter on that.
Really, yeah. I hear they're weird about that stuff because Michael I asked him about that Star Wars Clone Wars thing. And he's like, yeah, they're kind of being weird, so I can't send that. Yeah. I was like, no worries, man.
Yeah, he sent me like an Archie one. He was like, don't talk about the Archie one though.
Yeah.
But maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, Over the Ropes is one of the.
I love Over the Ropes. That's my homie Jay. So.
Hell yeah. I probably will be doing an interview with Jay, or a little. I hate to say interview, more of like I like to do more of a hangout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I believe it's locked in already, the time, because we were gonna maybe do it tomorrow, but I was like, I have a stream tomorrow, and the hours I just kind of want to have as much time as possible with the guy, and the timing I feel like I wouldn't, because he was like from 4 to 8, and my stream can sometimes goes from like 5 to 6:37. So I was like, I'll only have like an hour, maybe. I don't know how far he could go over, and then I only have one day to really promote it. So I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe I'll do it. I was like, what if you could, like, because I was like, if he can't do it next week, I was like, we'll do it tomorrow. But I was like,
Michael, I'm sorry, Maurice is doing a Star Wars Clone Wars book. Yes, it has been delayed though.
Yeah. But so I was like, if he could do it next week, when? So next Friday, I think 5 p.m. Eastern, I'll have Mark London, the CEO, come hang out. And then after, I'm going to get Jay on.
Nice.
So
you haven't had a chance to read Killock 4 yet, have you?
No, I wish, man. I heard the art kind of dipped a little on it, but that's what my buddy Scarpad said. I usually don't.
Scarpad hates everything.
I know. That's how, like, I usually don't always listen to what he says. I love him, man. But sometimes he gets crazy. He's awesome.
I want to do a watch through with you and him and Buckaroo Banzai. That's what we need to do.
Buckaroo?
Yeah, Buckaroo Banzai, man.
That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Killock is really good though. You and because I read the first issue, but you, Sam, and Bueller completely sold me on it.
Oh yeah, that was right.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So I read it and I really liked it.
All the books you've got me sold on, man. It's good to get one back on you.
Oh yeah, right. And then I also picked up the Pandemica that Bueller was talking about, but now things have gotten too real for me to read that book.
Really?
I'll read it eventually. I'm about to try a new beer. I've never had this before. You ever had this one?
Nah, I've never even seen that IPA.
Yeah, it's a new Belgian one, so I'm about to have this one.
Ooh.
I'm out of my monkey knot. That's my normal. Like, I tried to go to Kroger today. I tried to go to Kroger today to pick it up, but Kroger was a madhouse. Today the governor just did the shelter in place thing, so everybody rushed to the store again.
Really?
Yeah, that's my normal beer right there.
That's a cool ass bottle.
Yeah.
India.
This is a brewery from no, it's an IPA.
Oh, that's what that means, IPA.
India Pale Ale, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know that.
So it's super hoppy. Yeah, IPAs are super hoppy, bitter.
Oh, okay.
Dylan, I think you're at $4.97 now.
I think I was at $4.96. Hey, no way. Hey, $4.97. Hell yeah. Hey, I told you we'd get there. Robbie, come on.
3 more.
You
3
doubt
more,
me.
y'all.
The power of Rockin Robbie Billups. There's so much, man. Of course we were gonna get there. And watch I'll be at 506 like by tomorrow or something because of some
Right?
stupid glitch. There, because it's like, come on, there's something going on with that.
Come on, 3 more, y'all.
Unless
Message your friend right now and be like, subscribe to this channel. I want it to happen. I was planning on going like 2 hours tonight. That means we get about 20 minutes, y'all, to make this happen.
Green Man's like subbed you on all my Gmail accounts.
I like that.
That is so annoying though. I wonder what the Robbie put the helmet on to get 500.
I'll do it.
Yo,
give me a second.
My son in Myrtle Beach and got him to sub Dylan. 3 more people. Yo,
I'll be right back, buddy.
You are the best. The things you do, man. Got your wife to make a new account. You are the best, Sam. Everyone up in here is the best. I appreciate all you guys for subbing up, man. Fat Tug IPA from British Columbia. Yo, why do I got this stupid messenger thing? Canada for the win. Hey, yo. Thanks for the super chat. I love how you come back with it just on. I loved when you unboxed that, man. You just straight talked on that. You just ended the stream like that. You're like, I'm about to go have sex with this thing on. Oh, I think
I couldn't hear you at all.
Oh. I was about to say, I thought you muted it.
Yeah, I forgot that I muted it. Plus, I couldn't hear you because I couldn't put the headphones on. So I didn't think that one through. But yeah, I wore it for a little bit, y'all. Usually when I put this thing on, it makes me feel like I'm ascending to a higher plane of existence.
Oh my God.
But you know, hey, Rylan with another super chat. Jesus, thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Fat Tug IPA from British Columbia is the way to go. Canada for the win. Never tried that. Got to try it out. I love a good IPA.
Tiger Power.
White Ranger Tiger Power. I've done like a couple videos, Dylan, where I've like put that fucking helmet on.
Yeah.
And been just gotten ridiculous with it.
I remember when you unboxed it, man. That thing, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I was very excited about that. I had a lot of people tune into the stream that night because I think I went on IG and I was like, hey, I'm going to open up this Power Rangers helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try the Voodoo Ranger. It's from New Belgium. I used to really like Fat Tire from them, but I kind of grew out of it. But it's kind of got a thin color. But
Fat Tire. Oh my God. The names of these beers.
Oh, that's a very citrusy one. I like that. A lot of IPAs are very citrusy. Like there's one called High Lie that's really good. So good. And it's very like grapefruity. I love that shit.
You're a big beer drinker?
Yeah. I like beer. I like beer. I like wine. I like liquor.
Dude, you like the taste of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain beers.
Yeah. I hate the taste of all alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
But you drink beer, right?
Nah. I used to.
What are you drinking right now?
Iced tea. I know people probably always think I'm sipping beer.
I always think you're sipping beer. Oh yeah, because I was like, I even hear it glug glug glug. Nope, you're here on ice. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I bet you, I know everybody probably thinks I be sipping beer. No, man, I never do.
I don't know. I don't have any WrestleMania predictions. I haven't been keeping up with it.
You remember? You ever see those Lingalings or whatever? What is that?
Yingling?
Yingling.
Yeah, I used to drink that shit back in the day.
Summer Shandy. I used to drink those.
Yeah. Oh, Green Man, I do not like sours. I've had one sour I liked one time, and it was like it was like a raspberry sour or something, which was weird because I don't typically like raspberry stuff, but most sours really just don't like. It's like a new style of beer, Dylan, where it's like battery acid and sour candy poured into it or something. I don't know.
Wow. Hell no.
Some of them can be pretty good. Do
you
you watch wrestling, Dylan?
Oh yeah, not anymore. I used to.
Yeah, me neither. I don't have any WrestleMania predictions.
Yeah.
It's this weekend. It's tomorrow and Sunday.
Oh, wow, they haven't canceled it? Wow.
Yeah, there's gonna be no crowd though.
What?
Yeah, no crowd.
How are they even doing that then? That's crazy.
That's what they've been doing with their matches. There's been no crowd there. So
wow, I guess they're gonna just make all money from
Dylan. Do you have
Guinness stout and a raw egg. It's weird.
yeah, I haven't watched.
Did you just do it? Did you just do it?
Oh, let me see. Yup.
We did it.
Hey.
PCP Army.
Woo.
Look at that.
Yo, no better way to have a Friday night with my boy Robbie and hit 500.
Even though they stole 6 from us.
Yo, dude, thanks so much, Robbie, and thanks so much everyone in the chat. You guys are the best, man.
Look at all that love.
All that love, and we even got 6 extra subs. I know it because they robbed us. They didn't want us. They didn't want us to hit that 500 tonight. YouTube didn't want it, but the comic community said, "Hell no, you're hitting it." So I appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best, man.
Congrats, Dylan, man.
You guys, thank you.
I remember when I hit 500. Now you got to do a contest.
Yeah, I know. I did a giveaway on my live stream yesterday for a couple Mad Cave books, so I'm gonna have to do something. I want to do something else. I never want to give like garbage away, so I feel like I was trying to get some cool stuff together to do, but I got some cool Mad Cave books, so giveaway.
In the chat. Pew pew.
Hell yeah, that's my boy. Pew pew pew.
That's right, brother. You can't stop the PCP Army.
Yeah, you cannot.
YouTube can try to steal it from us.
Yeah, but we're gonna steal it back.
Strickland, you're not typing right tonight. DI Caleb voice, come on. You're embarrassing me again, Strickland.
Another one.
Damn, just give away a face mask and gloves. Damn.
Yo, we better have 506 by the morning, YouTube. We saw what you stole from us.
Oh, Dylan, you just got to 500 against all odds.
I know.
Like the Phil Collins song. So don't go demanding 506 now.
Don't press your luck.
You're gonna look now as
gonna drop you back down to 490. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Strickland, that's right, man. Yeah, Strickland had to have surgery on his freaking birthday. Isn't that about it?
Yeah.
Hermione gave you a suggestion for the 500 contest.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get Matt Cave to send me some. That is probably like my favorite, man.
Dude, I'm so happy that we got you there.
I got the Halloween Comic Fest one. I got that for the giveaway though. I'm gonna have to see. I gotta go through some stuff for a giveaway. Because do they do that? Don't they usually do like, oh, do the 500? Maybe that'll have to be like the 600 giveaway. I could just do a giveaway in a live stream though. Another one, you know.
Dude, I will donate something for you for the giveaway. I mean, we'll just do a giveaway. I'll find something I can donate to you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You don't even have to throw in. I'll find a cool prize for you for 500, and if they win, you just send me their address. I'll send it to them.
Oh, swear. Bloody like Donnie Cates.
Together, buddy. You can't stop the PCP Army.
You can't, man. It's a goddamn army that you don't want to mess with. Yo, thanks, Two Gun. Appreciate that, man. Bloody, you know I ain't giving away none of my Donnie Cates stuff. Those are my grails. Hey, if I had like 5 copies of my Donnie Cates stuff, then we could talk about it maybe. Yeah, Bloody's one of my homies that I grew up with though. My buddy Robert. I got him into like he's been a Walking Dead fan since the beginning. And he bought like a shit ton of the trades, but I got him into Venom. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Green Man.
The
Green Man, I can only assume that I only will be bold enough to ask you this because of your name. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you just like Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Indica or Sativa? That was the question of the night.
Oh yeah.
Nice piece of cheese or something.
But yeah, I got my buddy Bloody into some. I showed him Venom, and he ordered the trades, and he's getting into a lot of comic books lately, man. So I'm glad to finally get somebody in my neck of the woods to talk to about comics every blue moon that I grew up with, because none of my buddies I grew up with are into comic books. He's the only one I know.
There you go. We got an answer.
Indica, that's mine too. Hit the bong in honor of 500. 8 hits from the bong.
Wesley Pipes.
Wesley Pipes.
What's your favorite?
Oh,
what's your favorite stoner flicks? Speaking of half baked.
Yeah. Dude, I love Half Baked, no doubt. Stoner flicks, because there's some good ones. Like I'd say Blow, but that's not really. I wouldn't call that a stoner flick. You know,
that's a good movie, but that's something else.
How High? How High is good.
I love Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused, that's a good one. All right.
Cheech and Chong, obviously, Up in Smoke.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
What else?
Oh, Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express.
Oh my God. There it is. As soon as I said it, Stephanie put it. Oh yeah.
We
Friday. That's funny. That's what I posted on. I was like, it's Friday. We ain't got no jobs. We on fucking lockdown and we ain't got shit to do.
You know, we did a stoner flick podcast. It was like an early episode. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on our website.
Yeah.
But the episode's just called 420. And that's what we did. We talked about stoner flicks, our top 5 favorites. Don't forget Jay and Silent Bob movies.
Oh yeah.
Man, that can count. I mean, Jay and Silent Bob's kind of like the 2000s version of Cheech and Chong. So
yeah, Jay and Silent Bob. If any of them are a stoner flick, it's Jay and Silent Bob, you know.
Absolutely. Clerks has elements of it, but Jay and Silent Bob in particular is the one.
Yeah.
When they go and get the Scooby Gang stoned.
Yeah. Oh my God, that shit is so funny.
Yeah, I do love it. All the HR Puffin stuff from back in the day.
He smoked a lot though. You talking about me? Yo, I smoked a lot like crazy. Yeah, I know he's talking about me.
Scarface is a different kind of drug than what we're talking about.
Oh, there's a good one, bloody. That's a good one.
You're right. I've never seen the second one, but the first one's really good. It's a classic.
The second one is
Would you count Super Troopers?
Cock meat sandwich.
Would you count Super Troopers as a stoner comedy?
I think I would. The way it starts, man, is just straight stoner shit, you know?
What's
eating
the movie?
A bag of weed.
Yeah, no shit. You boys like Mexico?
Yeah.
What's the movie that it was I cannot remember the name of it now. It had Justin Long in it and had a bunch of the guys that are in Adam Sandler's films, and they go off and they actually find Bigfoot. Do you know that movie? And they wind up taking like a psychedelic or whatever, and then like they wind up all tripping. What the hell?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name. Shoot.
I cannot either. It's not necessarily a good movie, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Road Trip's got elements of a stoner
Road
comedy.
Trip, that's a funny ass one.
Because the really smart guy smokes weed in that one, right? What is that movie? It has, what I'm talking about? It has all the dudes.
Grandma's Boy, oh my God.
Grandma's Boy, oh my God.
Oh, I'm talking about Alien movie too.
Strange Wilderness, that's the movie.
That I was trying to think. Who was it?
With Jonah Hill in it and Steve Zahn.
Yeah, because I could picture the damn. Poster and everything, but I couldn't accept it was a funny ass one Justin Long did.
Yeah, right.
What are some other ones, man?
There we go.
Grandma's Boy was so funny. Yep, there it is. There
that
it is.
Movie's so damn funny, dude.
The eyelids.
Yes, the eyelid part. I'm sorry, dude. I love that shit so much.
Oh my God, dude, where's my car?
Best stoner movie. Oh, dude, Where's My Car is really good. I love that movie. It's so bad, but I love it.
Oh, Tenacious D. Oh my God, on the Pick of Destiny. Oh my God, man, give me 10 cock push-ups.
Big Lebowski. Yeah, I can see that a little bit.
Yeah. Fear and Loathing. You remember that though? And Tenacious, you ever see
Outside
Tenacious
Providence.
D?
Heartbreak Kid. Some of these I don't think count.
Heartbreak Kid, no way. That's not a stoner movie.
Outside Providence has some elements of it. Oh, there's one called Saving Grace. About like an old British lady who her husband dies. That's it right there. Her husband dies. Craig Ferguson's in it. And she has to start growing weed to like.
She looks like she's stoned as fuck.
Yeah. She has to start like, look at that. Yeah. See the difference in the covers there?
Yeah. This is the end.
A comedy about growth industries, joint ventures, and budding friendships.
Budding friendships. Wow.
He helps her like start growing weed to like be able to pay the bills and shit like that after her husband dies. But it's a really good, fun British comedy. It's good.
Must be where they got weeds from.
What's the one with Ben Affleck? Was it Glory Days? DAZE? That was one. The Ben Affleck one. Glory Days. I like that one.
Yeah, any of the Fridays, honestly. Fast Times. You ever see Tenacious D though?
Yeah, The Pick of Destiny.
That shit is so funny.
Yeah, that one right there. Let me show
Ted.
you.
Oh, Ted. Yeah, Ted is a stoner movie too. That's more like a new age stoner movie though, I'd say.
I never saw that one. This
You
one
never
right
saw
there. Look at Ben Affleck right there. What a tool.
Oh yeah. Fucking
Look at that guy. What's going on?
This is who we picked. This is who they picked for Batman.
The movie itself is pretty good though. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. And look at that haircut. What is up with this? I love Ben Affleck though. Oh yeah, look at that. I remember that angst for the memories. It's so emo at times. Seriously, it's very emo at times.
Oh my god.
Weeds was a good TV series. I only watched the first 4 seasons. I never finished it.
Yeah, me either. I watched.
Oh, Strickland, you're right. Fast Times at Richmond High.
Yep. Fast.
Totally.
Did you see they made a fucking How High 2 with like Lil Yachty and some other guy? I can't think. It looks so stupid, man.
Dude, that's the biggest bullshit since they did a house party movie without Kid and Play and they put Immature in it. You kidding me?
That shit is so stupid. Would you say House Party's a stoner movie?
No.
I don't think. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think so.
You don't really get into the weed. Like Kid and Play was never a weed band. You know, they were kind of party out kind of band. Group. I love Kid and Play. By the way, if anybody has a line on Kid and Play comics, I have 1 and 3, but I need the rest of them. You let me know. I am looking for Kid and Play books. Soul Plane. I forgot about that one.
Oh my god, that movie was. That movie did so bad in the theaters. I remember just the trailer, the hydraulic airplane. Dude,
yeah. I remember the first scary movie. The first scary movie. First scary movie when they make the aquarium a bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slash and stash and rip into your ass.
Community is one of the best.
Oh, both of those, Scary Movie and Scary Movie 2. I was gonna say, you ever heard of The Wash with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg? And Eminem was in that.
Yeah, I loved that movie. I worked.
I love that shit.
Yeah, I worked.
Not a lot of people know about that movie. I love that movie,
dude. It like did not do anything. It like did not make any money whatsoever.
About the damn car wash. It is so. I love that movie though. It's so
and Eminem's playing that crazy dude. So fun. I love that movie.
Calling him like I'm gonna fucking kill you, man.
Right? It's like he's Stan.
Yeah. And then like he'll be real, like as soon as he hangs up, he's just going ape shit, like just throwing shit around his room, going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
South Central.
What I really loved about it was that the soundtrack had a new Dre and Snoop song. So that was, Dre and Snoop. That's my favorite hip hop. If Dre and Snoop are doing it,
yeah, it had a great soundtrack, no doubt.
It really did.
South Central, while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill and Ted, everybody stoned while filming it.
Yeah, that's true. They don't really explicitly show weed or pot in it.
But they look stoned as shit.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're totally stoners, man.
No doubt.
Forgot about Dre. Yeah, Dre tried to be a movie star.
Yo, that's my Chronic. Is the two, like a lot of people grew up with the original Chronic, the Chronic 2001. That's my Chronic.
That's such a good album, man.
So good.
Such a good album.
Eminem, him and Snoop, him and Dre, and
Yeah.
I think, dude, Exhibit. There's some other people on
When
it. too.
Dre's doing that shit, it's so good. Oh yeah, you had Corrupt, of course. You had
Mhm.
got
Nate
both.
Dogg.
What's that?
I think Nate Dogg was on one or two of the songs.
Rest in peace, Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
But dude, Dre can make Exhibit look good. You know what I'm saying? And like he does. Like I like Exhibit. You know, Pimp My
Mhm.
Ride's probably the best stuff he did. But
Yeah.
he did that album, and then there was X was DMX. But there was an Exhibit album that Dre like produced the majority of the tracks on.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Snoop albums is The Last Meal, which is the one where him and Dre kind of had gotten back together. That is a good album, man.
I think that was towards his end of his No Limit stuff.
Yes,
I think
it
that
was.
his last
I think
No Limit
Last
album.
Meal was his last No Limit album.
Yeah. Snoop doesn't have a lot of great albums by himself. He has like maybe 2 or 3. And he's dropped a lot of albums, but yeah. The best is when he's with Dre.
Doggy Style, classic.
Favorite. Yeah, favorite all time.
The Dogfather, don't sleep on it.
That was the only other
Death Row one.
Yeah.
That one's good because it's got Vapors on it, and it's got a few other tracks, but it's not as good as Doggy Style, obviously. His first one at No Limit, Paid the Cost to Be the Boss.
Be the Boss.
Kind of whack.
I have that one too. Whack as hell.
And it's okay, but it's just like they try to fit Snoop into that No Limit mold.
Mm-hmm.
Work.
And it's just not, it wasn't him. Like, let Snoop be himself.
But then they did No Limit Top Dog. And that album was the bridge between the G-Funk era and the No Limit era. It was a nice combination. But then when he did The Last Meal,
yeah,
and cocaine is on like most of the tracks, it starts off with Hennessy Buddha. I got this hen in my cup, and this Buddha's got me stuck. I'm just trying to compose myself. I love that shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Great, by the way.
Snoop line. You ever see that documentary?
No, I didn't.
He did like that where he goes to Jamaica and he's like making a Jamaican album, and he changed his name to Snoop Lion. Like, he's so goofy at times.
Yeah, I remember seeing Dog says he quit smoking weed. Snoop Lion.
Yeah, Snoop Lion.
You know that dude ain't never stopped.
Hell no.
You like Warren G? You gotta like Warren G, right?
Oh yeah, regulated. Yeah.
And his second album is so good and underrated. It's got I Shot the Sheriff on it. It's got Annie Mae. Oh my God, it's got so many good songs. You know the song Annie Mae?
No, I know I Shot the Sheriff.
It's Nate Dogg, right? And he's like, I want Snoop Trick Name.
Really? I gotta try. I love Nate Dogg, man.
Look that up as soon as we're done with the stream. Annie Mae by Warren G. You're gonna love it.
Hell yeah. I'm already typing that in. Wow.
You're gonna love it. Such a great
yeah,
tune.
I love Nate Dogg, man.
Warren G's second album is really underrated. It's called Take a Good Long Look Over Your Shoulder or something like that. It's just such a great album. It's not as good as G-Funk, but it's good. Nate Dogg had the 2-disc album out that I used to love. I think it's called Ghetto Preacher or something like that, but it's really good. I miss Nate Dogg. Nobody had that voice, man.
Nobody. Oh my God. He was like the best chorus singer and rapper. Like, as soon as he dropped on that, like something like he has great songs, but any song that he dropped on, the chorus. I think I'm saying that right. You know what I'm talking about? Am I saying that right? The hook.
Yeah, the chorus, the hook, hell yeah.
Yeah. Just he killed it, man. There you go. King of the hook. Exactly, man. Killed it, man.
All the way back to the Chronic, because he does the hook on Little Ghetto Boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
He just had that voice, man, where you could tell he's like this dude, like a pimp, like a don,
What you gonna do when you grow up and have to face reality? Dude, I'll tell you what. I see some disagreement about Mystical. No matter what you think about Mystical, he's got a song with the Blade soundtrack that's dope as fuck. It's called The Edge of the Blade.
Oh my god. I love that Blade figure you got.
Which one?
Oh, the one you opened on live recently.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
like
the
a month
112
ago.
collective.
So cool, man, with all those accessories.
Hit the wrong button. Hold on just a second.
Oh, dude, it's funny though. I don't know if he can hear me though. I'm gonna wait until he gets back. Donnie Cates went on live and he was talking about. Did you see Donnie Cates did a live stream? I swear I had that too growing up, man. I had like the coolest Blade figure. Like, maybe you know what? Maybe I didn't because I feel like mine didn't. Mine might have been more like I don't know if he had a plastic jacket, but I swear I had that.
This one just came out.
Oh, that one just came out. Okay, I had the one from when back in the day. God, that is fucking A1.
He's got a vampire face. He's got.
That just came out from what? What's
it's the 112 collective?
How much was it?
It was like $80.
Holy shit!
Those figures are like really expensive. I have some of the old ones too. I got the one from the animated series, the Spider-Man animated series. I got the one from the movie.
That's the one I would have had.
Oh, dude, I got it right over there. I see it. Hold on. God damn it.
No. I'm feeling old as hell with the rap talk. I'm clueless. Yo, the Blade soundtrack is fire. I remember, what was it, Blade 2? When I was a kid, I'd just be like, when at the end, when like he like is like all dead, all screwed up and dead, and like he's got shoot, now I can't think of his name. Ron Perlman is like he's like all out of blood, and then he falls into that vat pool of blood, and he gets all his power back, and he's just like shrugging his shoulders. He's like, man, I'm about to fuck y'all up, man. I love that shit.
That the one you're talking about?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro.
I got more than this.
I ripped mine all up, bro.
You got that one too?
Oh shit.
That's one of the newer ones.
Damn. I wish I had a Blade figure. That's a Marvel Legends? Wow, that's cool.
This one's from the 90s.
You're like, I ain't opening shit. I'm surprised you opened up that $80 one.
Shit. Yeah, of course I did. I'll open up those ones too as soon as I get other ones, because the Blade's one of my favorite characters. People.
Dude, mine too. Mine too. He might be like my favorite. You know, it's hard to say. Like, it's hard for me to pick a favorite, but he is up there. Blade was one of the first few that I've ever gotten into. Like, it'd probably be like Batman, Blade, and Spawn. You know what I mean? Like,
detailed. He's got zipper. You see that?
Yeah.
It's an actual fucking zipper to zip up his hoodie.
Like, I remember going to see Blade 1 and 2 with my father. Like, that was something me and my dad like bonded over, was Blade. Like, it's so fucking badass.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Wesley killed it. I always I've been writing like an Old Man Blade like story. I've been trying to come up, like, I got plot lines, but I want to start like fully writing it, man. Because after Old Man Logan, or the Logan movie, I was like, dude, we got to get Wesley to come back for Old Man Blade, please. Now it's doubtful with everything going on now, but
what's really funny, Sam, is all the rap we're talking about is old rap.
Yeah, I know. So Donnie Cates went live with his wife like a couple weeks, like last weekend, and he's doing it now, like Devil's Advocates. He started up a YouTube channel, and I asked him, I was like, would you ever be down to do like a Blade series, like a solo Blade series? He's like, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah,
he's like, and then it was funny as hell. He's like, I would love to do like Old Man Blade. And him and his wife were like, oh, his wife's like, that would be so cool. And I was like, that's so fucking awesome, bro. Because that's like, anytime I think of a Blade story to tell, I go to Old Man Blade.
Yeah.
I just think it's something I want to see. You know what I'm saying? So
I've got a 5-year plan for Blade. So I hope the one day.
Yeah, I remember. Dude, that would be so cool, man, if they put you on Blade. Like, somebody needs to write a Blade story. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah,
we should get one soon though.
they're
with the
few and
movie.
far between, and they're usually not the greatest, but it could be done really well. And I know Donny Cates is a big Blade fan, but the problem is Donny Cates is too big now to write a Blade book. So that kind of
You
sucks.
think so?
Yeah, does that make sense? Because it's a small character, it's not going to sell very well. But you know what? Donny Cates would probably make it sell.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he would, because it's like, was Venom really that big of a character before? I guess he kind of is. I mean,
Well,
you
there's a
think
new Blade
Venom's
movie
bigger-
coming. And when the new Blade movie comes, they're going to want to have a high profile launch. So maybe that would be the perfect storm.
That's what I was thinking. But yeah, see bad thing
Or
about
they could call me Dylan.
Yeah. Hey, if they don't call Donny Cates, they better call yo ass, man. I might even say to give you the first dibs because you got the 5-year plan.
I've told a couple of homies of mine my 5-year plan, and they think it's pretty decent.
Dude.
They think it's pretty decent.
Dude, that would be so cool.
I'm obviously not going to share any of it because I'm holding on to it.
Yeah. So I was gonna say though, you ever notice sometimes though when they come out with a comic book before a movie, just because you're like, oh, they got, they're dropping this series because they got a TV show or a movie coming out. It doesn't always, it's not always the best. It's just like it kind of feels forced.
Yeah.
So it's like I pray that when that time comes, like let's get something good out there, because if we get a good Blade series, that could keep him around a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't get many good Blade stories, if any at all. Like when that Blade versus Wolverine came out, that was actually badass. I like that. I don't know if you did.
Yeah, I liked it. And it's the official end of the Mike Huddleston run, because Mike Huddleston did 12 issues, and that was going to be the next that was going to be the next arc that he wanted to do, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
I never read it.
Came out in trade.
Wow.
So they're putting a lot of the Blade stuff out in trade, and that's cool. But like, it's so weird to me that Blade is, especially since the Wesley Snipes Stephen Norrington movie with Stephen Dorff as well. As soon as that came out, Blade was popular.
Yeah.
You've never been able to capitalize on that in the comic book world.
Dude, seriously. Because he's nothing like, before that in the comic books, he's nothing like the Wesley Snipes Blade. And then they could have totally like revamped Blade's image in comic book form with that. And I don't think they like you said, they never really, took the opportunity and stepped up.
They revamped it enough so that Blade was now more like the Wesley Snipes Blade.
Yeah.
They did that. Like, in fact, Blade was not a daywalker, and so he was bitten by Morbius in the late 90s. So that merged him and made it more of a Blade like the movie.
Right.
But the series have always tried to, I think the trick to a Blade series is you look at what made Blade 1 and 2 work so well, and you do that. But you do a comic book version of it. Everybody seems to try to veer away from it. They want to create a bigger menace and bigger threat than vampires. There literally doesn't have to be a bigger threat than vampires.
Yeah.
And Sean, to answer your question, Blade should always be solo. It's like asking if the Punisher should join a team.
That's why Trinity didn't work.
Yeah.
That's Blade Trinity, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I really do like Blade being featured in Avengers right now, but Blade works better on his own. Blade is just like the Punisher, except for substitute Mafia with vampires, but they're the same character.
Yeah.
Jason Aaron's done some interesting things with the character. He's made him fun. He's made him great, but he's also really added this element that Blade is a self-loathing type character, and that's from the movies. He kind of hates himself.
Yeah.
There's a great moment in the Avengers run.
Kind of hates everybody too.
Right? But there's a great moment in that Avengers run where one of the villains looks at Blade and he goes, "Here's your secret. Let's say you kill every vampire in the world. You still have one left. You.
Yeah.
You hate yourself. That's why you kill us." And it's a really cool, interesting idea. I would take an approach like that. I would do very much what made the first 2 Blade movies so successful. I would update it to the modern day. And like I said, I got a 5-year plan.
Yeah. If we were getting Blades, like dope Blade series more often, I think the Avengers run we wouldn't like it maybe as much, but it's because we don't get any Blade. We're like, this is just cool to get Blade, Yeah.
And my Blade story has the potential to end in a line-wide crossover.
Damn.
It's that big.
Yeah. Whew. I loved when they first introduced Blade in the Avengers story, and they like showed Transylvania and everything, and he was being held captive. That's so cool.
Yeah, Blade's good stuff.
Who
would
play
play a good Dracula? Not Heatwave, I'll tell you that.
I tell you, dude, that would like if somebody could get the Blade Dracula right, that would be amazing. You know, like that's they didn't get it right at all. And if they could get it like how they did the first two movies, both a great Dracula and badass like the first two movies, that would be a really cool movie,
The guy who was the villain in The Patriot, he was in Star Trek Discovery Season 1. He was the captain, Captain Lorca. I think his name is Jason Isaacs. I think he could do a hell of a Dracula. He was Malfoy's father in the Harry Potter films.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A good Dracula.
I know. Yeah. He could. He definitely could.
Hell, bring back Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler played him in Dracula 2000.
Yep. I remember that.
Bring him back to play Dracula. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Don't get the guy that played Heatwave back. He was
Dracula,
man.
And Gerard's actually like a guy, from 300, he could get in good shape. You want somebody that can look the part too. That
and
can
he's handsome.
They can take Blade.
He's handsome and he looks good in a suit. If you look at Phantom of the Opera,
Yep.
Plus, if you need him to break out in a song and dance, he can do it.
Yeah. I think I'm the only one that enjoyed Blade Trinity.
Yeah, probably.
I don't hate it. I
hate it.
I don't know. Like I've watched it, but I never watched it. The first two are amazing, man.
Ryan Reynolds is good in the movie. Blade is okay in the movie
too from the comics.
Hannibal King, yeah. He's one of the Night Stalkers. Dracula was terrible. Parker Posey I liked, and Triple H was dumb and stupid, and I liked that. I thought that it had elements that could have been good, but
I'm gonna sound like an idiot because I love Blade so much, but I grew up with the Wesley Snipes. I've never read any Blade comics besides that Blade versus Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
I hate myself for it, but I feel like there's not. When I've looked it up, I could never really find anything out there either. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there's just not that many Blade stories out there.
There's not, but there are a lot. I can send you because they put a lot of it in trade now.
Yeah.
But what you really need to read, like the best Blade stuff out there. There's the Bart Sears run, and that's cool. That's in trade now. There's the Guggenheim run. That's okay. It's the 90s stuff can sometimes be good. Like Night Stalkers is decent.
Yeah.
But they're not really great. There was a Max series for a while that was okay.
Yeah.
Great Tim Bradstreet covers. But Tomb of Dracula, which is where Blade first came out.
I think I have the facsimile of his first appearance.
I think you would like it because the way that you like the Universal horror stuff, like the old stuff, it's kind of more in that line.
Yeah.
Blade's way different. He literally has a wooden sword.
Yeah.
Right? He wears goggles.
Yeah. The green goggles. It's like green goggles, right?
But he's really cool. That Marv Wolfman, Gene Colan, Tomb of Dracula run is some of the best stuff out there.
You just kind of have to distance yourself from like, this isn't the Wesley Snipes Blade. This is, this is Blade, but a different type of Blade. He doesn't
show up till issue 10, and he's only in every so often, right?
Yeah.
He becomes a major factor, but he's only in there every so often. But that whole series is really good as far as a classic Dracula story set in the modern day at the time, which was the 70s. And it's cool because it brings in characters from the book, like the children of the other characters, like Quincy Harker is one, and that's the child of Mina and Jonathan. And so he's like a guy there, and it's really cool. And there's a descendant of Van Helsing, and it's really, really cool. Yeah.
Have you been reading like Wolvenheart, that Van Helsing story by Mad Cave?
No, I read the first issue and I thought it was interesting. It was kind of like Doctor Who meets monster hunting, but I never read the rest of it.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he goes for with that kind of too. But I've never gotten into Doctor Who. You get into that? Yeah,
I got into it when it got revived, when Chris Eccleston came in and did it, and then David Tennant and Matt Smith. And I love the Peter Capaldi stuff, but I have not watched any of the new stuff with Jodie Whittaker. I haven't watched any of that. Yeah. And I tried to watch old school Doctor Who. I tried to start at the beginning. and they're so boring, man.
Yeah.
They're so fucking boring.
Yo,
But the new stuff's pretty fun. I really like Tennant and Smith, but I really like the Capaldi stuff.
yeah. Shoot. One of these days I might have to check that out.
Yeah, they're good sci-fi. It's good science fiction.
Yeah.
Good,
I love
positive
sci-fi
natured,
stuff.
positive-oriented science fiction.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
like
sci-fi stuff. It's not a
If
lot.
you started with the revival that the BBC did with Chris Eccleston with the Ninth Doctor. Started there. I think you'd like it. It took me a couple of seasons to really get into it, but David Tennant's second season really took off for me, and I really liked it. When I go back though, the one season with Chris Eccleston, I really like as well.
Hell yeah. The oh, you've read Mountainhead though, right? When we were talking about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read that. I might try to check into that tomorrow if I can get done with these Savage Shores.
Yeah, dude, you got to get to these. Yeah, that's.
I know it's so good, dude. I can because I was flipping through it. I was like, man, this just looks so cool. The what was the other one you sent me? Because I don't think we ever really talked about those ones that you sent me.
Well, I sent you Maxwell's Demons and Wasted Space.
Yep. Well, I know Wasted Space we talked about. Maxwell's Demons I've been meaning to ask you about. So a lot of people I've asked about that and they haven't really heard about it, but it looks really cool.
It's so good. It's written by Dennis Camp. And Dennis is a super cool guy. He went to medical school, then he decided he wanted to be a writer.
Yeah.
He writes like a young Grant Morrison. He is so good. And he's got a lot of projects that have been in the works for a while that he showed me bits of.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, when this dude gets the chance to blow up, he's going to blow the fuck up because he is the next. He's already, I think, and he would argue with this, but I think he's already on a level with like Grant Morrison and Warren Ellis and Alan Moore and Neil Gaiman. When you read Maxwell's Demons, it's a simple story, but there's a lot there.
Yeah.
And he is such a good writer. The artwork is by Vittorio Astoni. He is the colorist of Canto, and he colors These Savage Shores, which the coloring in that book is amazing.
Dude, and both
These
of them.
Savage Shores is perfectly awesome. And in fact, also Maxwell's Demons has the same letterer as These Savage Shores. That's Aditya Bidikar, and he, in my opinion, is the best letterer in comic books currently.
Yeah, I'm excited because Michael sent me the Wasted Space like PDF, the graphic, not like the first, like he sent me this in PDF, but I just never got to it. So I was really excited you sent me it because I'll actually get to it. Yeah, man. Like I know some people. I think didn't people say they thought it was weird, but I think
people don't like his artwork as much. But I think Hayden Sherman is one of the best artists alive right now.
It's completely unique, is the thing.
And look how textured and detailed it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like it goes perfect. Like the colors match perfectly well with everything.
The coloring is by Jason Wordie. Jason Wordie was the colorist of God Country, for instance, and he's
shit, was he?
Yep, he's a great. He colors a lot of shit right now. And Jim Campbell's the letter. Jim Campbell letters pretty much every Michael Morisi book.
But yeah, I flipped through like Maxwell's Demons. But yeah, Wasted Space. I'm really like, after I'm done with These Savage Shores, I'll probably get into either Wasted Space or Maxwell's Demons. I'm not sure which I should start yet. And in between, I'll be reading Gideon Falls.
Read them both at the same time.
Yeah.
Stephanie, he will blow up. He will blow up as soon as he gets another book out. He just needs more work. Like
artwork in this shit looks so good at Maxwell.
Yeah, that's Vittorio, man. And look at the colors there.
That's the colors are
outstanding. And here's the crazy thing: like Maxwell's glasses, they represent doors.
Really?
Automatically, doors make a lot of sense throughout the entirety of the story. Don't flip too far into it.
I won't. I just flipped through.
Look at those pages.
It's absolutely incredible. I've been dying to read it, man. That's why I was like, oh, good. We got a little extra time so I could finally read some of these trades that my boy Robbie sent me, man.
We did a whole episode of Comics Revisited about Maxwell's Demons. And so after you read it, you should definitely watch that episode. We'll probably after your first reading, if you watch our episode, we'll illuminate a lot of stuff about it, I think.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be awesome.
He goes, I love it. Where
I
else
think
on the net
Maxwell
are you going to
Demons will be
find
the
out?
one I read next then.
Yeah. Sean says, I love it. Where else on the net are you going to find out who the best letterist in comics is?
Hey, nowhere else, man. Because no one can. Beside, Professor Bill, he gives a shout out to usually. I think he shouts out. I know he always shouts out like the artist and colorist and the writer, but you give props to the people who don't always get their name recognized, and that's always awesome, man.
It's an important part of the job, you know.
Yeah, man, it definitely is, and that's why
is the letterer of Little Bird as well.
Is he? Yes.
Yeah, look at the lettering on this book.
That's one I gotta get, man. I gotta get that. That one, I'm excited to read. There's so many. That's why, I've been kind of excited to, for this time. Like, I was like, damn, man, we're not gonna get new books, but I was like, I'm a little excited just because I have time to catch up and read some awesome books that I missed out on because there's a lot of awesome indies I missed, man. So I was a little excited just to be able to catch up on a few stories.
We may not be able to do new comic book reviews, but we can do, rereads and things like that. And that's one of the things that has been very requested during this time so far from people has been, why don't you do some like quarantine reading lists and stuff like that? Yeah. That's a great idea.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ain't nobody better to give a quarantine comic list than you too, man.
Oh my God. On my stream Wednesday, somebody asked me for one and I listed off the top of my head, like probably 50 books.
Well, shit. And if you missed that stream, you go check out his top books of 2020 and there's 10 books right there to read. Was it top 10 or 20?
Top 10 of 2019.
Yep. There's
got a top 10 of 2018 and a top 10 of 2017. So
every book too. And you don't give just like, oh, this Marvel book, this DC book. They're all indie books. And like probably 90% of them I didn't read besides Kanto and House of X,
Yeah, well, there are some mainstream books on there, but they are few and far between because the indie stuff's better. That's where you get more. That's where you get more of the best work from people.
Oh yeah, more heart and soul.
Plus, we got Comics Revisited. We've done 39 episodes of Comics Revisited. Those are all great books to check out. We talk about Authority, Planetary. Oh my goodness. Marvels, Kingdom Come, Stormwatch by Warren Ellis. We got a Watchmen episode that was supposed to debut today, but it's a super long episode and my computer crashed while it was in the middle of its upload. Yeah. So hopefully I can get that up by tomorrow because after the stream, I'm going to have it start uploading. But that wraps up season 2 and we got more planned. So, and if you just watch my live streams and stuff, I always talk about the comic books that I think are the best to read.
Yeah.
But right now, you can start off with The Savage Shores, Gideon Falls, Maxwell's Demons, Wasted Space, Friendo, Heathen, Little Bird. Come on. Friendo. Yeah, Frendo's amazing.
You did a review on that, I remember.
We actually did an episode of Comics Revisited about it, too.
Yep.
It's one of the best ones.
Hell yeah. That's Walt?
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man.
Are you guys doing a monthly review get-together for what you've been reading? We do plan on doing one for April.
Yeah.
And we may not talk about the best comics of the month, but we'll probably talk about like what we've been rereading.
Yeah. I guess that's what you've been. Yeah, I guess that's what we've been reading and just a little monthly meetup at least because we gotta make sure we're all doing good, and still have our little hangout because that's something we look forward to since we've started it.
Absolutely. We're about to wrap this up. We've been going over 2 hours now, and I got to go make some shrimp and French fries.
Hell yeah, boss.
Dylan, congratulations on 500 subscribers. I'm so glad that the PCP Army coalesced tonight and got you to it. That was amazing. That was so much.
Like you got me like 20 subs tonight, man. Like, thank you so much. I couldn't be more grateful, man.
Why don't you tell everybody who you are, where they can find you, and what you're up to right now?
All right, thank you, man, and thanks everyone from the PCP Army, man, for showing mad support. You can find me on Dylan's Comics. I could throw a little comment down in the chat so you can get to my my channel easier. You can find me on IG under Dylan's Comics. What is it? Dylan's _comics_. Find me on Twitter, Dylan's Comics. And yeah, man, dude, I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow with my buddy 2nd Street Marvel. next week, I just announced Friday, I'll do a live stream with Mark London, the CEO of Mad Cave Studios. And in between that, man, I'll definitely be doing more live streams with the homies since we got a lot more time on our hands. And I'll probably do some reviews or drop some reviews in between that because got nothing but time right now. And even though I still am working a little bit, I've kind of finally figured out my my groove with work where I can still record some videos and reviews, edit them throughout the week, and get them out still like the morning I get out of work. So I can still have some at least 5 days of content out of the 7 or something. I've been trying to get it daily, but sometimes you just need a break. With me, I'm working third shift, so sometimes it's hard, but man, I appreciate everyone that shows mad support. And yeah, man, it's been crazy this last month, but I finally think I got it together with this third shift, man. So this has always been like my number one priority because I just love the comic community, and they brought me out of a slump, man, that I was in for a lot of years, man. So I try to give back in the only way I know how, and that's just dropping content and being there for everybody and giving my word of advice, trying to do my best I can. So I'm just glad I finally kind of got my groove together with work because that third shift was killing me. I was like, this might ruin everything, man, that I was working for because I just been loving it, man. I love the community, and it felt weird not being able to kind of do, weekly live streams because for a couple weeks I wasn't even really on any live streams. It was weird. I was on like one live stream a week, and people were like, where'd you go, man? Because I was on like multiple live streams a day. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, appreciate all the support, man. And thank you once again, PCP Army. Thank you once again, Robbie, for having me. It's an awesome way to spend my Friday night. And I always appreciate you, man. And it's always great hanging out with you, bro.
Always, man. I appreciate you being here and chatting with us tonight. There is also a link to Dylan's channel in the description of this very video, so you can get to his channel that way too. I do appreciate everybody being here and checking us out. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Sean. PCP for life. RRB for life. You know what's up. Dylan's in the chat.
You son of a...
We appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Only go outside if you absolutely have to. Stay safe. We want to keep this comic community healthy and wealthy and wise. What? Anyway, thank you guys so much for rocking with us. We're out. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.